Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Beyond the Bounds of Madness. Thanks if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Twitch. Thank you as well. We have a very special episode today. A bit of a big moment for our players as their characters come to converge to make a big special ritual happen. It's also our lovely Hollowtail's birthday, but we'll give him a moment to get Irish, and we'll start off as we typically do on this side of the screen. Crumpler64 and Pro Restarter are unfortunately not with us today. They've had some stuff come up, but they will be back with us next week, and I'm sure are mildly relieved that they're not here for today's episode, not gonna lie. I always hate when I miss like deadly game episodes, but at the same time I'm like, oh, at least I know I'm not gonna die. So we're gonna start off with someone who is here today. Jimmersion, how are you doing?
Hello. I am doing fine here today. Glad to be back for another Technical Tuesday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, I am Jimmersion across the internets, geek content creator, publishing through my Patreon, my YouTube channel. I do some streaming on my Twitch channel, and you can always follow me what I'm doing there on Twitter. And today I am Hunter Merrill, still barely hanging on to my sanity.
What is your sanity at now? I know you lost a little bit last week.
It's 16.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
That's good.
And I've got 12 health and 12 luck. So I'm probably going to use all of them today. Here we go, fighting Nazis.
Something I'm not going to guarantee that no one's going to lose any sanity today. So it was lovely playing with Hunter. Speaking of which, we've also got some people who are also lovely to play with, like Little Cup of Joe. How are you doing today? We missed you for a little bit.
Yes,
glad to have you back.
I'm finally back. It's been a very long time between, going out of town and enjoying myself and then coming back and immediately dying to the flu. But I'm better now, and we'll see if Lena survives. If I remember how to play Lena, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
There is a vague outline of a plan, which I will attempt to brief you on in our recap.
I saw some time cop shenanigans last week. That's all I know.
There were time cops, and they are still with you. And the person who's mildly in trouble with the time cops and now has a lovely eldritch anklet of probation. We also have the fantastic birthday boy. Hey, Hollowtail, how are you? Happy birthday! Everybody wish Hollowtail a happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Thank you. Yeah, I am the fantastic birthday boy. You can find me on... No, I'm here to play Ash again. I'm looking forward to Ash Reed, the occultist from the future, Nazi apocalypse. I'm super excited to play today. I'm very, very concerned with the plan today, as a lot of it banks on a couple of my spells as well. So
it does.
This will be fine.
The birthday boy is responsible for most of the magic that's supposed to helpfully subdue these Eldritch Nazis, so we'll see how that goes. Happy birthday.
I heard there was going to be cakes.
I did promise that there would be cake today as my gift to, Hollow. So I can guarantee that there will be cake and Nazis today. That is the only thing that I will guarantee in this episode. But before I get into a recap and we get started, let's remind ourselves of our sponsors. We've got some awesome sponsors today. We've got Fantasy Grounds, as you can see over here. Yes, I'm pointing in the right direction. It's our virtual tabletop of choice here at Encounter Roleplay. All of the beautiful D100s and multiple other dice denominations of sanity and damage today will be calculated by Fantasy Grounds. Also, for your in-person tabletop games needs, you have waylandgames.co.uk. They've got super awesome minis and landscape stuff, and they just got a bunch of stuff. I'm tempted to spend a lot of money there. And of course, last but certainly not least, Tabletop Loot. I can type it in commands and talk at the same time. Tabletop Loot. They have amazing dice, and if we hit 20 retweets today, then we will, give away a set of these awesome dice. And I totally typed in the wrong command because I can't tweet and type. I can't type and speak at the same time. I should just do these after I'm done typing, or cue them up before I do something. But yeah, Tabletop Loot. They're amazing. I love my Tabletop Loot dice. Get some retweets in, and Of course, last but certainly not least, how you can interact with today's stream. We have Net 1s, Net 20s, Wild Magic Surges, and more. If you look below, there is a list of things that you can interact with to affect today's game, and today is certainly a big day for these people, as they have been prepping for this for several weeks now. So let me do a little recap of what happened last week. So last week, they have a lot of eldritch little just companions with them at this point. One of them might be a talking eldritch astral sheep goat thing named Ziggy, that is offering them and counseling them guidance. I'm very sorry, Jess, in advance. They were going to intimidate the mechanic they thought was Rucker, who revealed himself to be Bob, the time flayer, the time police. He said that they were investigating some time fluctuations from this tower and happened to stumble across a wanted in the future time traveler who does not follow the rules, which would be our dear Ash Reed. So he's like, all right. Ash was very persuasive, however, and managed to convince him to, hey, I just want time travel for 13 years. Just, we'll make a deal, and then you don't have to send me to time prison. Time player was like, all right, I'll let it slide this time, but I would keep my eye on you. And he was like, okay, wait, like all the time? So we can either confirm or deny the constant presence of Bob in Ash's life for the next 13 years. But in the meantime, well, it might not be 13 years, we'll see. In the meantime, they had decided that the best plan of action was to take the German pilot Baumann, who they had pretty much figured out he's just a pilot. He has no idea what's actually going on at the German encampment. He just wants to fly. He's put Hayden's headshot up in his cockpit as a sign of good faith. And they all decided to take, after rescuing Professor Moore and the people from the base camp on the other side of the mountains, to fly back to the Percival Lake encampment, come up with a story, which is mostly Moore's job, as there wasn't a lot of sane people there last week who knew what was going on. And in the meantime, he asked y'all to just go sort out this ritual thing that y'all are dealing with. And so y'all hopped into the larger German plane with Hayden and Baumann as pilot and co-pilot, with Ash right up in there so he could listen to everything that Baumann's saying on the radio, make sure it all collaborates with their story, so y'all can sneak into the German encampment at the South Pole and try to take care of Dr. Josef Mayer and any other eldritch occult Nazis that might be residing there. And in the process, make sure they don't use the tower, have some help from the Elder Things who are going to meet y'all there, and use them all in a ritual that's completely benign. And fix the crystals in the towers permanently so that they don't have to keep using their biochemical wall of skulls and spinal cords and nerves. It's Cthulhu. So, we're going to pick up with Baxter kind of holding down the fort. He's going to be the guy with the shotgun in the plane in case anybody tries to board it that's not you guys. Hayden is keeping the plane hot and ready to go in case y'all have to get out quickly, but Baumann is the guy on the radio. So we're going to pretty much jump right on in, and y'all are in the plane, approaching the German encampment. So, what is, and also you have Percival Lake with you, but you left several people back at the camp as you wanted to keep this operation small and concise. So we've got Hunter, Percival, Baxter, who's just kind of zoned out right now, and Lena. What are you guys doing in the cockpit? It's going to be a couple hours flight over on the cockpit, in the cargo area. It's a couple hours flight to the South Pole. Are you guys doing anything to prepare? What y'all doing?
What's the grand plan here?
I pretty much, yeah. Ash has created...
Dive in, do some spells.
some pouches of dust, which when thrown into a fire, should hopefully put some people to sleep. You're trying to time it around dinner time so that a lot of people are in the mess hall or sleeping and haven't come up for the night shift yet. So that's pretty much your plan is. Come in quietly, you're all bundled up because very hard to distinguish the snow gear until you get really close.
Sure.
And Ash is also
So-
hoping to summon a storm, so it kind of also masks y'all coming in. They all go indoors.
So sneak in, look like we belong, throw dust on the fires to knock people out, and
And you're all wearing oxygen masks and tanks in hopes that the dust won't get in that way. But you're not sure.
Okay.
Trial and error.
We are a team of scientists and survivalists.
No
and,
one tested it, so
it'll probably work. We're hoping.
this has been the plan that has been worked on for like a full week and a half.
Mm.
Yes, that's the best
That's
part.
time.
Who has time to plan? We did.
Well,
Yeah.
But
we did.
I mean, at least if we have any dust to spare, we could just be like, Lerner, dust them.
Just
Throw some dust at people and run.
yeah, you know what? If it works, we'll roll with it. Okay. Yeah, I think in Lena's case, she's probably just making sure that we have our supplies in order so
Okay.
we can
double checking the oxygen tanks and all that, making sure everyone's got their
Mhm.
masks fitted on properly. Because Hunter's been
Yep.
a bit out of it. You've been able to tell he's more than usual.
I'm fine.
Doing the flight attendant thing, making sure everybody knows how to put on their oxygen masks.
Love it.
Lena also has the doctor's medical kit, medical bag.
Okay.
There, so
I should actually make a note of that.
I think Hunter will kind of be back in an almost normal mode, but he's going around and he's checking weapons, making sure everyone's weapon is operational.
Yeah.
And that they are loaded, and that they know how to last minute
Mhm.
marksmanship instructions and if you guys need any help, just I'm going to be out there making sure that we keep anyone from any of these Germans from escaping the camp. And I've got Baloo. I've got Lou with me, and then we've got this Ziggy Starsheep, and it's everything's going to be fine. Just don't worry about it. Just stick to the plan, and we're all just going to do right. It's not the first time that I fought these Germans, so I know them. I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to be, and we've got this. No problems at all.
Done. How could there possibly be any problem?
And I'm
No
saying all
problems
this.
whatsoever.
I'm saying all this, walking around the plane, carrying Doris, and occasionally I'll pet Doris. Make sure her uniform is fitting. And
Does Doris have any weapons on her?
no, Doris is. I'm protecting Doris.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you'd given her a shank or anything at this point.
I'm protecting Doris. She's going to be fine. It's. I've already failed too many times, so this is something that I can't. I can't fail this time. Just can't do it.
No. Invincible. All right. So, y'all are doing that. Percival is just trying to write out the plan, like as best as he knows it, and just confer, like going over it a few times. Like, this is not a great plan, but he's going along with it.
This is a terrible plan, but it's all we've got.
It is, and I love how y'all are actually sticking to it. Kudos. All right. So y'all are starting to kind of radio in. Yes, I like that. What's Plan B? Don't mess up Plan A. That's exactly what Plan B is in this group right now. So Bauman has started to get on the radio for comms, and you keeping an eye on him, Ash. What are you doing in the cockpit? Because it's a couple hours right before he starts getting on the radio.
Yeah, I think he'll be a bit bored by now. And who else is on the plane?
Up in the cockpit, it's you, Hayden, and Bauman.
Cool. Yeah, he'll be He'll be like sort of sat, just sort of drumming on his leg, listening in, but incredibly impatient and a bit nervous. And he'll just be like, So, you roll a bit quiet. That's fine, I guess. It's not like a lot of the plan banks on me conjuring a storm or anything.
And then Hayden will look at you and be like, the plan hinges on that.
Yeah. I was hoping for like some words like maybe like, nah, it'll be fine. Everything will be all right, and we'll be in the pub for a pint after this. But that's fine too, I guess. Just pile on that pressure. I operate my best under pressure. Immense soul-crushing pressure.
Like, the pub would be nice. I wouldn't mind a pub.
Right, Bowman. Right, exactly. Now I'm still listening in to you in case you do some weird trickery, but.
No.
That's a very nice conversation. Let's talk about that. That sounds great. Not
I
miraculous storms.
Non-Germany. America and...
You're right. You're starting to make me think a bit like you might not be exactly so straightforward, Bowman.
I just want to fly the plane.
That's understandable. You get on with that then. We'll fly to not.
He gives a look in his eyes that kind of says, "Help me," and like side glance at Hayden.
Right. Okay. Yes. Right. Do you know any songs? He says, and he kind of looks over at the other two, and just continues to kind of harass them on their way.
All right.
We need things. Entertain me.
Hunter walks up behind Hayden in the pilot seat, slaps him on both shoulders. Hey, so we there yet?
No, but I'm the best goddamn pilot in the world. So
You damn right you
don't
are.
need to worry.
Not worried. 10 minutes later,
Nobody's worried here. We've got
Hunter
everything
walks up
under
behind
control.
Hayden. Hayden, hey, are we there yet?
No, but you should get buckled up. We'll be there soon, and the storm. It's gonna cause turbulence. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but don't worry.
Right.
I've got this.
Right. Yeah, you got it. Damn right you got it. Good flying there, by the way.
I know.
10 minutes later. Hayden. Hey, are we there yet, man?
I shoot him in the face. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, so in character.
I'm so good at imitating my cousin. He just asks you to stay out of the cockpit and to buckle up because they'll be landing soon. You can see Bauman's starting to get on the radio. Buckle up. That was way more southern than I intended, but it'll stick.
He's working on getting real American.
He is.
Yeah, Hayden
So when
by
I go on my
Texas.
tour, he has a headshot. And so,
Yeah,
you're
I
just
think we're all
listening in.
buckling in, probably.
Yeah, y'all are buckling in. Ash Bauman is it's a lot of numbers. You're guessing landing coordinates, weather, blah blah blah. He does say, I think there might be a storm rolling in though, to kind of give credence to, because you guys are coming from, a distance. You can't quite see the camp yet, but he's in radio comms. So
That's good.
he kind of looks over you like, yeah, good.
Right, Bowman.
And he just goes back into German. So you start to see the camp in the distance now. It's coming in. I'm going to roll some paladin checks.
Hey, Hayden,
For...
are we there yet?
He doesn't answer.
Are we getting close?
They both rolled in the
Have-
40s, so they're handling the plane just fine so far. When you want to try to conjure up that storm, it's about a 10-minute cast time, yeah?
Yeah, so when we're 10 minutes out, I'm going to start doing it so that it's just about as we're kind of coming in that I'm
Okay,
hoping
coming in
to,
for the landing? Yeah, you
yeah,
just
basically.
hits as soon as the plane goes down.
Swoops in, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm going for a heavy storm, but I'll start doing my rituals in,
All
in
right,
the
so
back.
yeah, it's about 10 minutes out right now. So
Cool, yeah, I'll start.
how does your ritual look? What does it look like as you kind of cast this spell?
Yeah, that's a good point. So because I use mostly folk magic, I just like I like to imagine that he just takes out like his bag and then from the bag opens it and takes out a really weird looking sack. And then he just opens it up and starts pulling out different like animal paws and dusts and just kind of throws them on the ground. And then draw some stuff in them, and then at the end he'll just kind of blow it, and it'll kind of puff out everywhere, and then he'll be like, right, that should have done it. Maybe.
All right. Give me take 5 magic points. And you get about 1 an hour. More like 1.5 because I think you have a high MP score.
Yeah, I have 16.
Yeah, so you get 1.5 back an hour approximately. But take away 5 MP currently, so you should be down about 11. And roll me a D10 because the storm will last for give me a 1D100 because it will last 10 plus 1D100 minutes. It'll be localized.
Okay, here we go.
Back. So you want to roll high on this one,
72.
actually. 72. So it's going to be, an 82-minute storm. So about an hour, 20 minutes. That's good. You did not want to roll like a 2 on this. Like, we got 12 minutes, guys. So,
Gotta go in hot, guys.
So your storm is going to last for about an hour, 20 minutes, hour and a half. So, yay!
Cool, great. That's awesome.
So you think your storm is you see it kind of kicking up behind you, and it's got slight tinges of what just almost reminds you of that storm around the tower. The slight flashes of blue lightning in there, but a bit of blizzards rolling in, which is not completely unseasonal for summer in Antarctica. But let me see how Hayden sticks the landing. He does all right, and
swear to God, if you
Bauman is hanging in there. So you guys have a bit of a bumpy landing, but the plane is perfectly intact, and y'all have landed. The radio comms, you've heard via the comms that they do see the storm is approaching, and they're getting people in cover. Most people will be gathering at the mess hall. Make report there. And because he asked if they had landing procedures under control, he's like, yeah, we've got the people for that, but all in German. Not that fluent, so I'm not going to try on stream. And you guys land.
Sweet.
What do you guys like to do?
Is what's her name with us? Damn it, I forgot.
Acacia?
Yeah,
Acacia?
Lexington.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no, she stayed behind with more to help corroborate a story.
Okay. So, what was the story? Did they
They're working on it. They are working on the story, so when you guys get back, y'all know what to say, what not to say. But as far as you know, the official story is that Starkweather and Lois died in an avalanche on the other side of the mountains.
Yeah.
Bodies were irretrievable.
Okay.
And same with Sebastian. So that avalanche killed 3 people. Tragic, really. But they're coming up with an official story that's just so boring that no one will want to cross those mountains. So they're working on it. And Acacia's probably also working on some alcohol after that.
Of course. Coping, you mean?
She's coping. She's found a coping mechanism.
Coping extremely well.
Hanging in there. So you guys land. What do you guys?
I guess.
do?
Right.
I guess it's time for us to get out of there and start throwing dust on fires.
But I've got to give out the dust, so everyone take a packet, find a different fire, fling it in, and run.
Great. Sounds like a plan. We've got time, it looks like.
About 82 minutes, roughly. Don't ask how I know that, I'm guessing.
That's remarkably specific for a guess. Thank you. I'll take that.
And she'll start doling out.
Yeah, I think you had 5 packets. So Ash, Hunter, Lena, Professor Lake. Do you just keep an extra one on you, Ash?
Yeah, I'll take a second one, just in case. I can dual wield.
Yeah, you can do. All right.
Like
so,
snowballs.
Now, what's the severity of this storm? What are we dealing with here?
he rolled pretty well, so he gets a bit of an influence on this. I'm assuming you're going to want it to be enough to encourage people to go indoors, but not so much as that y'all have a big difficulty traveling, right? So, like heavy snow, because it can't cause direct damage, but
dark skies, heavy snow that kind of obscures their
enough
vision.
to
It's more
kind
about
of
obscuring
obscure
theirs.
vision, and it's enough to make driving or flying hazardous, but y'all have already landed, so there's no worries there. It came in right as you landed.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Right at time.
So,
Okay.
All right, everyone, remember the layout of the camp that we put up on the map back in the tower? You know your positions to go to. Stay alert, stay alive, and let's do this.
Are you guys gonna split up to disperse this powder, or are you guys going to?
We're going
Go in
to
pairs.
split up.
Should we buddy system it, or
Well,
or
there's
just
only
go solo and YOLO?
But solo and YOLO. I'm gonna have to use that.
I am.
new episode title. New episode title.
Yes, it's no longer cake and Nazis. It's now solo or YOLO and YOLO.
Solo and YOLO. Yep.
Get Nazis too. Solo or YOLO.
There's so many good titles in this show.
I mean, we can go alone or we can go together. I don't mind either way, but I'll take two. I can probably figure it out. I know a bit of German. If they see me in the snow, I'll be like, I'm a German, and then I'll throw it at them and run.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much everyone knows Guten Tag.
Yeah, guten Tag. That's what you gotta say. Tricks me every time.
I've got Lou and Doris. I'll be all right. I'm the most experienced one here. I'll be good to go. Just
Perhaps
everyone-
it'd be safe if you left Doris behind, for her sake.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
she has a point made.
right. Yeah.
Baxter's like, I'll keep an eye on her, Hunter.
Oh, you better.
Well then, off we go. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
All right, so y'all are solo and YOLO in it.
Solo and
Apparently.
Okay.
It's a great plan.
Where does everyone go to? I must demand that Ash goes to the mess hall, though.
I'm getting a weird
DM
feeling. I'm gonna
demands.
head right to the mess hall. I'll take that place. I like food. It
The
calls me.
biggest one. Mm-hmm.
Um,
So where does everyone else go?
Not quite the pub, but close enough, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
the majority of people were going to the mess hall to shelter from the storm. So
Okay.
I will go
and then,
back.
and then you know that there's like two other larger tents, and then some smaller tents kind of dispersed in.
Lena will take one of the other larger, head for one of the other larger tents to
Okay.
to get that one.
Well, it's probably gonna be the research tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have a command tent, radio tent? Are they
They
separate?
do have a
or the
radio
same?
tent. They'd separate. The radio tent is separate than command tent. You're guessing that they do a lot of their stuff in the mess hall for commands and stuff.
All right. Whichever is closer. I'm going to back up Ash with be close enough to employ weapons if it's needed to cover him.
All right.
But so whichever is the next largest tent.
All right. So the radio tent is pretty central in the camp because everyone wants equal access to the radio. It's a nice
Yeah, go
central
for that one.
place, and it's kind of sheltered. All right. Mess hall's
I'll go
biggest tent. The next largest tent would be a research tent where they're keeping a lot of their finds and stuff that's going on. And then there's also some just personal quarters tents. I think Professor Lake is going to go to maybe the medical tent or something, see if there's anybody in there. All right. So this will be fun. You all don't see any of the elder things yet. You're guessing they're nearby. They promised they would be. And the radio is kind of that Hayden has kind of been flickering on and off. The one that he kind of rigged up and fixed himself. So he's pretty sure they're nearby.
We know which direction they're going to fly in from. Yes.
Yes, you have an idea at least.
Yeah.
They can't really fly in from the north. You think they'll probably come from the east or southeast, one of the two.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So let's start with Mr. Reed. You are heading towards. You see the lights kind of glowing out from the tents because the storm has gotten a bit darker, and it was, and it's like daytime all day in Antarctica. But there is a period where it's slightly less direct sunlight, and it's about that time. It's about dinner time, and you all, you see the best tent ahead of you. You hear a bit of noise coming from it. Can you give me a listen check, please?
Certainly can. That'll be a 14, which is a success.
All right, you hear what sounds like music coming out from the mess tent.
Music.
Yeah.
What are they up to? He thinks as he'll go closer and sort of peek in.
All right. So you peek in, and you hear, you see that there is a big cake, a multi-tiered cake on a table, and people going, "Alles gut zum Geburtstag," which you know is Happy Birthday, and
Oh my god.
the cake says "Happy Birthday, Hans" on it. And you see, there's a guy. He's got like a paper hat, kind of cocked over his parka. He's just like, "Ugh, you guys," and everyone seems to be. They're popping some bottles of champagne. There is several gifts around the table. Not very well wrapped. It looks like some of them are wrapped up in, like old charts and stuff. But there is a bit of a celebration going on, and a lot of people in this tent. There are several heaters throughout, and no one seems to have noticed you because of the storm going on outside. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. He'll look in and he'll go, "I'm sorry, Hans. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna be a happy birthday for you, mate." And he'll look to see where the fires are. You could all like where the heating is. You could put this in.
There's some kerosene heaters, there's about 4 of them in this room, like it sets of 2 down. Like there's a bunch of rows of tables. So it looks like there's quite a presence here. You can see that there's probably about 24 people in here currently.
All right. Okay. So he's gonna take one of them. He's gonna loosen it slightly. He's gonna look over to where the heaters are, and he's just gonna be like, "Right, moment of truth, Ash. You gotta make it. Gotta make it." And he's gonna go for like a full long throw. But he's gonna use.
So you're not gonna like stroll in and kind of just low key. You're just chucking it.
He's gonna throw it, but he's gonna use impeccable throw, which is my skill. I reciting a short verse.
Yes, it is.
I can throw it and have it land exactly where I want.
Yes, you can.
He's gonna and throw it directly, so that it kind of hits one of the heaters, and a bit of dust goes over the cake candles.
Okay. So there's light dusting over the cake under the birthday candles. There appears to be, it looks like Hans is turning 27, according to the number of candles on there. Just a quick guess.
You killed Olo.
I did. That's going to be 5 magic points and 2 sanity points for that impeccable throw. And perfect arc. The dust bag twirls, lightly dust over the cake. You hear like a couple questions of confetti, like who brought confetti? As it sails ahead, slight pieces of dust trailing out, and then I believe it's a 10-yard radius, something like that. It's a pretty good radius. 10 yards, yeah. So 30 feet radius. So that's pretty much enough of a radius to dust the crowd. But to see, it's a contested power roll versus the caster to see how this does. So please give me a power roll.
Let's see how this goes. Swear it goes wrong. Oh god.
88.
Okay, I am gonna spend some luck on that.
You could also try to push your roll if you'd like, and instead of it being, instead of a regular success, you'd have to get a hard success. But it's also a contested roll. So if they roll worse than you, then it still succeeds.
I'll give it a go.
You'll give it a go. Try to push it.
Yeah.
Try to push it to get it. All right.
That is better, at least. So.
Better one. So you didn't technically succeed, but this is a contested roll.
Yeah.
They rolled a 98.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think it's so either way you're gonna succeed, but you succeed a little better here. It's probably because the champagne is flowing so freely. Maybe they weren't expecting it. It's the air's a little thinner here. They're gonna breathe a little harder, and they just start dropping. Just Hans kind of his face goes into the cake a little bit on the bottom tier. And the candles just see little poofs as the smoke hits them.
Cool.
And they go out.
So
I'd like you to roll me. Yeah, I'll roll to see how long it lasts.
Yeah,
You wouldn't exactly know.
no.
Okay. All right, so they are KO'd. That went really well for you.
Cool. So I think at the end, as they sort of fall, he's going to walk over to the cake. He's going to take Hans's paper hat and put it on his own head. He's going to take a knife and he's going to cut the cake and take a slice. And as he does, he's going to look around at them and go, "No, that isn't confetti. It's revenge, Fetty."
Revenge.
It takes a bite and then just gets walking out.
It's a German chocolate cake.
Yeah, as he's leaving it.
Black Forest cake. It's delicious.
Really good stuff.
Really good.
Really good
You
stuff.
haven't. I don't think Ash has probably had like legitimate like good cake in the apocalypse. At least not in a long time. So
No,
yeah,
it's like
All right,
protein
so-
packed in like a cake.
yeah. it's kind of shaped like a cake, but yeah. All right. So Ash is doing pretty well. He's having his cake and eating it too thus far. Let's check in on Lena. So you're going to the research tent.
Yeah. So she's gonna try to like peep in there first to see if.
All right,
there
give me
whole
a
lot of-
spot hidden check.
Cool. I'm ostensibly good at those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my computer is freezing. I can't
no.
roll my dice.
Would you like me to roll and and you can tell me if it's a success?
Wait, there it goes. Okay, it just had to think about it for a minute. That is a success.
Success. All right. So you're peering in. This tent's a little darker. It's got just thicker material composing it. Probably just to make sure everything stays cozy in here. You see that there are a lot of papers and charts and some artifacts, fossils. Hard to say. It's not a lot of light, but you see that there's about 3 people gathered around a desk.
Okay.
They don't seem to have noticed you because their backs are turned and the storm is quite loud.
All right. Is there a lamp or something in here that
They do
what,
have
fire
a kerosene
or a
lamp.
thing I can?
They do have a
Okay.
kerosene lamp. There's like one on each side of the table.
Okay.
One of the big table in the center of the room, which they're not looking at, they're on a smaller desk looking over. It looks maybe like see, you had a regular success. Give me a listen check. Let's see if you can hear what they're saying.
Okay. I don't know that I'll understand it, but sure.
No. All right. You can't hear it. The storm's too loud. You're still outside. You see 3 figures gathered around. You think that's a map of Antarctica in the center? Kind of hard to tell. And they're looking at individual pages of notes by the desk. But there are 2 kerosene lanterns either side of them.
Okay. I'm gonna try to very quietly just walk in like I belong there. Drop.
Give me
and-
a stealth check.
Okay.
Just to see.
I'm definitely not good at these things, so this should be absolutely
Well, you
fine.
never know. You never know in this game. It's a game of percentages.
Although I look like I have a crit.
You do.
You know what? Yeah, I want to use
You're
it.
gonna spend your crit? All right.
Yes.
You go in like a ghost, whisper quiet into this tent. Tent flap kind of flaps behind you. Kind of glance over and like, oh, it's the wind. They don't see you. You are a ninja, and we'll get back to you in a second. Hunter, you go into the comms tent.
Yeah.
There's 2 dudes in here having what looks like beers. On a beer break.
All right. I walk in. Hey. Point my pistol at him. Away from the radio. Lou, cover them. Make sure they don't do any sudden moves.
I'll try.
So I will, just walk in. I will
Give
make sure the
me
door.
an intimidation check.
Oh, good. Close the door behind me.
It's just a tent flap.
Let's see. Yeah. Hell, where's my? I know I've got a good one there. Where's it at?
Intimidation.
Well, it's decent, I guess. Okay, here we go. Oops, I never did log in.
Oops. Happens. All right.
1 second.
Updated the sheet. No problemo. As updating.
I had it open. And just...
Crit. So. All right.
So were they talking on the radio or?
No, they're just talking to each other. They're sitting on stools sipping beers.
Okay, good. All right. So I will look in, and as I try to wave them to the side, there is the radio on.
And it looks like it has power.
Okay.
Not transmitting.
All right, rolling now. Worst roll ever.
99. They don't appear to be incredibly intimidated. They go, was machen Sie?
Just need y'all away from the radio. Yeah, just away from the radio. Over there, there's like a separate chair or just over the corner.
Ja, ist ein Amerikaner. And they step away from the radio, but they're looking at you, and they don't appear to be terribly impressed.
Okay.
What do you do once they step away a couple paces?
Where's the nearest fire source? Where's their heating element in here?
They don't have a heating element in here.
Okay. Let's see. Just take a seat. Just take a seat. We're going to have a little chat here for a moment.
Ich spreche English nicht. Was sprechen Sie?
Yeah, exactly that. I'm gonna pull up a chair between them and the door.
Okay.
And just have a seat and
all right. So as
I
you
swing my
grab a
rifle
chair, they're gonna move on you.
Okay.
So, give me a dex check, please.
Right, we can do that.
One. That's the other one. Okay. Just to see who gets to move first. You get to move first. You see them coming at you.
Yep. Whoever the first one is, I'll fire.
All right. Give me that pistol shot. Unless you're using your rifle.
No. I was still that pistol out.
Okay.
I was gonna wait to sit down before the rifle. Okay, so
Give me
pistol
that
shot coming in.
Pistol shot.
That's a
15
hit.
will hit.
Definitely hit.
Roll me that D10 plus 2.
All right. That is here. Oops, wait, let's do this here. Nope. Crap. Keep hitting the wrong one. Range dice, here we go. All right, that's going
so
to be
4 damage.
Yep.
All right, so you shoot him. It looks like maybe in the arm, and he's just, but he's still coming at you. So.
Are they both coming at me, or?
They both are,
Just
but they
one.
they've come around. The one's coming from either side. They've
Okay.
split. All right.
All right.
So they don't seem to have pulled out any firearms yet, though. So one's gonna try to German brawl you. 76 is a miss. The other one, however, gets a 3. So he's gonna punch you. If you would like to make a dodge check, you can, but you will not have an action on your next turn.
Yeah.
But you won't. You'll take half damage. So.
No, I'll take this one.
Okay. So that is 8 points of damage. This guy is apparently a boxer in his spare time. As he just rolled max damage. So you take 8 points of damage as he just comes in with his fist. He's got the beer bottle clenched in it so he doesn't break his knuckles, and that's what hurts so bad, is that just right across the jaw, and just clocks you hard. What would you like to do? It is now your go.
Going to retaliate. Going to fire.
Okay. They're now within fan the hammer range if you would like.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. I've got
Okay.
5 rounds
So you
left.
have 3 shots instead of 1 this time if
I'll
you'd
do
like.
3 shots.
All right.
Yep.
The one's already injured.
All right, I'll shoot the. I'll go for the first one. That one that just hit me because he's closer.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
do
you
him
just
first.
Cracked your jaw. You're pretty sure you're gonna miss a couple teeth from that.
I've been hit harder. All right, first shot.
49. Hit.
Let's see. From my firearms, yes, hit.
Cool.
From a 65.
All right. So give me that
One,
damage.
okay, damage is +2.
3. So you
3.
shoot him. You weren't expecting to get shot quite so hard though. So your first shot kind of just grazes his shoulder a bit. Give me
Okay.
your,
Yeah, that
your
was-
next shot.
Kind of a reaction shot there.
Mm-hmm.
This one's aimed. This next one's aimed. All right,
Okay.
so second shot.
24. Yeah, that's a hard
Yep.
success.
And damage is
+2, so 6.
Yeah,
So he's
forget the-
taken 9 points of damage. He is severely wounded. He's kind of gone down to a knee at this point.
All right, I'll switch switch targets to the second guy then.
To the one you've
Slash
already
shot.
shot. Yeah, the one who's
Yeah.
got taken 4 damage. Mm-hmm.
All right, and that is
23.
let me see. I don't have.
5.
Let's see. Do I have? See, was 65 was 73. How many is that? That's
13.
9.
Oh wait, yeah, no, it is. It is 8. I can't math. Huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
7 actually. It's 5. No, it
7,
is 8.
okay.
That's right. That's it's 8.
Yeah.
My math is off
Right.
today. That bodes well for all my players and the battles that commence today.
I spent 8 points of luck
Okay.
for that last shot to make it hit.
Okay. Roll with that D10 plus 2.
Damage is 9.
9. All right,
Yeah.
and he'd already taken 4.
4.
He is on the ground and just barely breathing.
All right. So 3 shots. Damn it, Lou! I told you to watch them.
I wasn't expecting him to move so fast.
Oh yeah. Neither was I. All right, so I'm going to kind of lean over against the table here. Weapons still on them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the one's pretty much unconscious and is like 1 HP bleeding out. The other one has about like 3 or 4 left, but he's kind of standing down because you have the gun, and he almost had the drop on you, but his friend wasn't able to make the shot. So if they'd teamed up, they would have probably taken you down, but his buddy missed. So
Close. Oh, damn it! I wish the doc was here. All right, you lay down.
Ich spreche English nicht.
He's down. I'll kick him in the chin.
Okay.
Just put my boot in his face.
So you just
kinda,
like
you know,
push him to shove him to the
yeah.
ground with your foot,
Yeah,
and
push
then
him
you're
to the
just
ground,
like, stay.
stay. Yeah, down.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to kind of hear in case anybody might have heard all that shooting, just for a second.
Yeah. Thankfully, there is a storm going on, so they're going to do so with disadvantage, but let's see if anybody else hears. Well, I don't think a 94 will hear. That might, but they roll disadvantage. They do not. Okay. So, listen for a moment. You don't hear anything coming from outside. If you want to see if you hear shots, Lena and Ash, give me listen checks. Nope. Nope. Okay. So neither of you hear anything. The storm is a bit of a sound barrier, thankfully, at this point. And I'm just gonna... We don't need to narrate what Percy's doing. I'm just gonna roll a couple things, though, and see how our boy's doing. Alright, he's doing alright. He's doing alright so far. He's not dead. I'll give you that much. so far. All right, so let's pop back in on Ash. Ash, you have enjoyed a delicious slice of Black Forest German chocolate cake.
Lovely.
They're all snoozing soundly. Some of them are big snorers.
Okay.
You think Hans may have snorted some icing, but you just
He'll be alright.
he'll be fine. He's got his
Okay.
mouth open, so he'll breathe.
Alright, so knowing that we've only got so long to sort of get everybody out
Mhm.
cold so we can do this ritual, he's going to just move on from there.
Okay.
He's going to move straight past
As
the
long
ghost.
as there's not any violence committed against them or really loud noise or shaking them and stuff, they're going to be asleep. So, do you want to keep them all there or move them around a bit, or are you just going to check in the rest of the camp? There was 26 people in here.
Okay, so there's a lot here actually. Okay.
They were having a birthday party,
Yeah, exactly.
and the weather got
Is there
bad.
any-
so-
Is there any like sort of, do you know, like the throws on the table and stuff? Is there anything that he could make into ties and just go around and just tie them up essentially, like just
they're
start hog
kind
tying
of like picnic tables, but they all are wearing weather parka stuff and gloves. You could kind of just pull the parka down a bit and then tie the sleeves together behind the back a bit. It's gonna be a bit rough, but you could start doing that for sure.
Yeah, he'll start doing that just because he's like, okay, I need to do my other dust packet, but I need to get these dealt with. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
so you're
start
gonna
tying
get
it all up so they can't run
disarming
away.
them. Any of them that you find weapons on, kind of as you go.
Yeah, basically. So he'll just be throwing those outside into the snow somewhere and then just
Pile of
tying
weapons. All right.
as quick as he can.
So, yeah, it's gonna take you a little bit of time, but
He's
you
getting the
have
slice.
some time. Yeah, he's just eating the cake and tying people up. Love it. Lena, you are the night. You are the darkness. You are the shadow on the wall of this tent. You're sneaking. Put this powder into this lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
So you're able to do so.
back out.
You nat 20'd
Oh.
your stealth check. But I will need you to make me a power check to see
Okay.
how effective it is against these Germans. That's gonna be hard for them to beat. So, and because these are just 3 of them and not a huge group, I'm gonna be rolling them separately. That's a fail, 58. 75 is a fail. So you get, now that you're right up next to them, you throw the powder in, it explodes, but you've got your oxygen mask on, and it doesn't seem to be affecting you. It seems to be something that has to kind of be breathed in. You see that these are 2 ranked people. They've got ranks on their parkas, which you haven't really seen thus far. And someone whose parka is very familiar, and he is going to use a nat 20 on his power check to not
Cool.
fall asleep in this dust. And that someone would be Dr. Joseph Mayer. So
Of
I will take
course.
away my nat 20. I've been holding on to that for a while. I had to use it at some point, y'all. It's just
Of course,
a
it
better time.
it would be the good doctor.
He's a good doctor. He's very good. All right, and he turns, and you see in this cloud of what color is your cloud of sleep dust? What color is it? Move out to? Ish.
I think it'd be like glittering yellow.
Okay, that's kind of what I mentioned, but I didn't want to just assume.
Sandman
So-
dust.
Yeah, so like a glittery cloud of
Sandman
yellow
dust,
dust.
yeah.
You see him turn to you and say, "Ah, mein Fraulein. Very clever. However, I am unaffected by such trivial affairs and magics. But you seem to be quite adept, it would seem. And it's the Elder Cipher. You know, you could join us. Make an excellent addition to Deutschland's ranks.
That's very considerate of you, all everything considered. I might have to give that some thought.
She's edging to the back
Uh-huh.
to the doorway of the tent the entire
Uh-huh,
time.
you're
And,
going,
definitely digging for her gun.
Well,
On the
while you're
way out.
slightly edging up, there is that large map table in the center of the room, and Dr. Yosef totally does the anime thing, and he puts his arm like he kind of steps in close, puts his arm on the table, and so you're kind of backed up against the table, and he goes, "Now, Fraulein, there is not a whole lot of time, as I think there are others going on in this camp. So this is I feel your best opportunity to cooperate, or unfortunate repercussions might happen."
Oh, and what sort of repercussions might those be? I do love to know the details of any deal that I end up making. You understand?
Well, I'm a very considerate man. However, my comrades here, they're not going to appreciate being put to sleep by magics, you see. But I don't believe they got to look at your face. Of course, your comrades here, they would, unfortunately, and I'm assuming that Herr Hayden and Herr Morel are here, they do not seem the cooperative type, so they would unfortunately take the fall, but you could be persuaded to join, perhaps. Professor Lake, he seemed reasonable.
Yes, quite reasonable. We are all scientists, of course.
Of course. And this knowledge is vast and incredible. There are so many things you could learn. Fraulein.
I must say I'm absolutely interested in whatever else you might have learned, Doctor.
Oh, I know many things. There is much I could teach you.
You know, the university, of course, was not particularly forthcoming with such things. Thought it was a bit silly. I might be inclined.
You could come to Deutschland. We have phenomenal universities, especially in Munich.
Really?
Mm.
You know?
You could even get a teaching position there if you wished. You are a very intelligent woman.
Really? Please, that's so much flattery. You quite a charmer.
All of it well deserved.
That's very, very kind of you. It's nice to be a little bit respected for a change. You know, you might have convinced me. Getting a little bit tired of this excursion here. But what's the catch?
You simply have to allow your former allies to take the fall for the unfortunate attack on Deutsche encampment. That is pretty sure there was a treaty between America and Germany after the last war. So, I'm sure, however, this could be persuaded to look over that, though. For the moment, we do not want war right now. But there would have to be punishment, of course.
Of course.
The world is awfully misguided.
Well, I can't exactly disagree there. There's so much more that everyone could do. All right. That's certainly fair, although we did split up. I'm afraid I don't exactly know where the rest of them have gone.
I do not think that would be a problem. Just stay with me. And he kind of offers you his arm. And,
Okay.
Let's see, he's gonna roll
buying time.
an inside check. Yeah, how, I'm guessing Lena's not being honest here at all. And it's just
Not in the
like,
least.
buying time. Okay.
She's absolutely stalling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is something I think you will like. You are an archaeologist, no? There is a very fascinating relic I have discovered that I think you will have great interest in.
Oh, of course. More than happy to take a look. Help however I can. A little bit trapped, what with this storm and all.
It's quite unfortunate, this storm. It's so loud you can't hear anything that's going on with any of the other tents.
No, naturally.
not.
Please, don't worry. You'll find yourself very comfortable. And he will kind of guide you out into the storm. Make sure your parka hood's pulled up. And he is walking you to another tent.
Okay. That's fine.
And people listen poorly. No one can hear anything in this camp.
No.
Ash, you've quickly kind of just eaten a few slices of cake and just, tied up people in parkas real quick.
Right, well, this is going very well. I'm sure nothing else has gone wrong anywhere in this camp. Great. Go, Ash, he says, and then he'll take another slice, kind of stuff it, just kind of hold it, and then get walking out, just like, yeah, this is good. And he's going to go and try and find another place where he can put more people to fire.
Okay, yeah. There's plenty. There's a portable, one of the kerosene heaters that you could take with you, so it's a portable fire.
Yeah, so he'll just, what? Wait a minute. And then he'll throw dust in there. And then he'll get his cake and he'll just start walking around with this heater, spewing out the dust and then his cake.
All right, so you kind of go out into the blizzard. Give me spot hidden checks, as it is, it's hard to see. Vision's slightly obscured, but okay. Is that a success?
That is a success.
All right, so it's really hard to see anything. Okay. The doctor, Lena, as he walks you through the blizzard, it is loud, but he is moving without a sound. Like, he rolled a 5 on his stealth check or something. So, he's...
Even human? What the hell?
Debatable.
So creepy.
But Ash, you do see, amidst the snow coming down, there appears to be some red kind of pulling out from a tent in the center of camp, the radio tent. You know, that's the tent that Hunter was going to.
Oh dear, he's finally lost it. Oh dear, he says, and he's gonna start walking. Help! He's gonna start walking towards that tent and just opens up the little curtain, the little doorway.
You
and
see a guy bleeding out, another guy getting stepped on by Hunter, and Hunter standing there. It looks like he's taken a blow to the jaw, though. He's got a little bit of blood through his thing, but there's several bullet holes in these Germans on the floor. They're not dead.
Hunter.
And as soon as the door, I see the door move, flap open, the pistol is automatically aimed that direction.
All right, I'll control yourself. It's me, Ash. Don't shoot me. Friend, not foe.
Hey, come on in.
I think I'm good. I'm gonna go and find another tent. Focus some more on that. Where's the others?
I don't know. I've got these two guys here. I was just about to make a radio call back to a professor, and then I was going to come out and cover you.
Well, I think we're just about ready for that.
Why are you whispering?
To come in. Oh, because I'm covert right now. I'm trying to be really covert and trying to get into the mood of it, Never mind. Anyway, the point is, I think it's about time we call them in, if you know what I mean. I think we're about done. I've taken out loads of them in that tent, so we can get on with this ritual.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
2 are fine, and I'm sure Len has taken out like 60. And, Hayden's probably flown over and dropped towards it. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. I'm going to go and find another tent, but get him in here.
All right, I'll be right behind you. Cover you right behind you.
Thank you, Hunter. Don't shoot me, he says, and then closes the door and get walking again. And just kind of get looking.
Okay.
With his little dust lantern.
Yep, so you're going to the next tent. You go into the next tent, and it appears to be the medical tent, and you see Professor Lake has successfully put several sleeping, injured, ill Germans to sleep. There's about 4 of them in here.
All right. Good job, Professor Boyfriend.
Thank you. Have you seen Linda?
No, I thought she'd be with you. I know it's kind of a bad assumption.
We decided to solo, or YOLO, I believe was the term.
That was a very, very good thing. Solo or YOLO. Yeah, I remember that. That's correct.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to go and see if I can find there, but you seem to have been done good here. Good job, Doctor.
Should I bring them into the mess hall? Is that what we're...
Yes, mess hall.
Okay.
Bring them in there. Tie them up real good, like. Oh, and get a slice of cake. It's delightful. He says, "No, get moving."
There's cake. Like, says the guy who's been eating penguin meat for 3 years, which is awful. Don't eat penguin.
Yeah.
I've read about it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So
He would kill
He's
for
just-
some cake right now,
he
probably.
would kill for some cake.
He's got a chance.
Yeah, and it's good cake. Rich, moist, delicious. So he just starts dragging people, and he's got, like, you know, the stretchers, and he just kind of, like, gets the duct tape. He just gets, like, some duct tape, and just tapes him to the stretcher, and starts dragging him across the way through the storm. And you're going to go just check out some of the remaining tents, Ash?
Basically, he's just like walking around like a cake-eating Sandman, just like, yeah, this is good.
Cake-eating Sandman. All right.
Cake-eating Sandman.
Give me either a spot hidden or lesson, just to see if you've missed anybody.
You know what, I'll
could try
spend
to-
7 points to luck and make it a success. I'm not going to push that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So,
got plenty of
He's
luck,
like, yep.
so.
okie dokie. So, that's the spot hidden?
Yeah.
All right. So you're looking through several of the tents. It's going to take you a little bit. Probably about,
Yeah.
10 minutes to just kind of go through all of them. And you're not really finding anybody. You figure most people are at the mess hall. But let's get back to Lena.
Yeah, just taking a nice walk. No big deal.
Taking a little light stroll through the Antarctic in the blizzard. And you notice that the blizzard actually, you remember it was like walking through, it was like, and it was really extreme. It's less so. It's more like snow. It's more like a light snow when you're linked
Okay.
arms with the good. I said the bad doctor.
The really awful doctor.
the super eldritch awful Dr. Joseph Mayer. And
Cool. That's fine.
yeah, it's just something you notice is all.
So there's definitely no weird magic going on that is making
None.
this storm
No.
less around him.
Nothing of the kind. He takes you into his tent.
Okay.
And he comes inside and I need you to make me a power check.
Okay. Wow. Oh, just barely? If I'm
Okay.
Am I trying to hit under just my main number?
It's an opposed power check. So,
Okay. Yeah.
alright.
Yoinks. Yoinks.
Okay. So you get into the tent and you smell like it smells like someone's been like set off like a Glade air freshener, like some essential oils or something. It smells really nice in here. There's a
Cool.
candle burning quite low. And it's warm in here. It's actually fairly comfortable. This looks a lot like the room that you saw in the reflection of the ice crystal. You see a mirror on like a dresser. This almost looks like, the inside of a nicely furnished room. There's a bed there, thick rugs carpeting the floor, and it's quite warm. You can actually he pulls his hood back on his parka, and he just never realized how handsome this doctor was.
Cool.
It's quite the accommodations you have
He's
here.
a dirty, dirty bastard using charms.
How
and
dare.
stuff. I know.
How dare.
It's like he gained
Literally the
20
worst.
points in appearance in your eyes.
There's just like sparkles.
Yeah. It's like in the anime when they turn, when like the flower petals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The
Mhm.
frame rate drops to about 20.
Yeah. 20 in flower petals. Some sparkles.
Cool. Great. Wonderful.
Yeah. So he goes, please, make yourself comfortable. I have a feeling we will have a bit of time before we need to do anything.
Of course. Certainly. I hate to impose. Are you sure?
I'm not imposing at all.
Right then. Well,
she'll pull down her hood and find a chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
I
like a
guess probably
comfortable
get
chair.
the oxygen mask
The
off
oxygen
as well,
mask off.
because that's
Yeah.
super not sexy.
It's not. It's it's not. You feel instantly like you gain +5 appearance just taking it off. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that -5 is gone. He pours 2 cups of tea and offers you a cup. It's piping hot.
Cool.
Well, it's not coffee, but close enough. Thank you.
Yes, Americans do seem to like their coffee a lot.
Well, I must confess I do have that decided American vice.
Nah, well, it can't be helped. And you see he's kind of, as he's having a bit of tea himself, he's reaching into a drawer and you see him pull out a very interestingly bound book. Looks to be made of some kind of odd leather. Old leather. It is a very old book. And it's got symbols on it and stuff. It has German on the cover.
Any concept of like era or anything I might recognize?
Give me an
being-
archaeology check. Just
Oh my
to
god! I actually get to use
You can age
my
things.
my skills. My skills. Yeah, that's like really good success. That's a hard success.
Okay, hard success. This appears to be from the medieval ages.
Okay.
Medieval times.
I have a heckin' concern now, but that's fine.
It's fine. You can tell by like the looks like the kind of the bookbinding materials, and just the age and the pages.
It's like
the pages appear to be made of vellum.
Gutenberg.
Yeah, pre-Gutenberg. They're made of vellum rather than paper. It's all written in German. Looks fairly occult in nature, which witchcraft was a bit of a thing around then. So you'd say it looks almost like a grimoire of sorts.
Cool.
That's a lovely book you've got there, Doctor. Is
That
that yours?
Dankeschön. It has been passed down through my family for generations. Bit of an heirloom, you could say.
Are you
Would you care to look at
something
it?
of an occultist, then?
A bit.
May I?
Of course. I'll hand you the book.
I've always had a bit of an interest.
Mm-hmm.
I will take the book
Uh-huh.
carefully with gloved hands.
Uh-huh. You open it up?
Yeah, just a quick thumb through it. Like, not really looking closely, but more just like flipping.
Okay. As you kind of look, while it's written in German, if you look at it, the words kind of, the ink starts to rearrange itself on the paper.
Into
Do you stay long enough
words?
for it to become something legible? It looks like it starts to form the bits of English.
Okay. If she starts to spot a word that she might recognize, she'll probably pause on a page.
Okay. So you start to see some words form, and it definitely appears to be some type of magic ritual stuff involved in here. And at this point, you've pretty much looked at all the tents, Ash. But there's one left. It looks like a little larger. It's kind of near the end, kind of closer to the research tent was. You pop into the research tent, and you see 2 unconscious people. So you assume that was probably Lena.
I think we specified where we were going, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I should have been there.
Well, I wonder where she's got to then. But well, she did a job. That's good. I'm sure she's fine. Right, let's have a look around. He says, "Hi, I'll have a look at them, check they're all right, and then after that, we'll sort of."
You see that there is a bunch of notes in German that they're looking over, and appears to be a bunch of pages of those Elder Cipher.
Okay, we'll take a look over that.
That Lena showed you. All right, give me an occult check.
Certainly can.
Please do.
An 88. That would be. That'd be a fail. You know, can I push this actually?
You can push it, yeah.
Push it. push it horribly.
All right. So on a
That's fair.
failed push success, there is you're looking at this, and you're looking at it, and if you get in the light a bit more, and it catches fire from one of the page you're looking at catches fire in the kerosene lantern that you're next to. So that's the unfortunate side effect of failing this push roll.
Okay, it's like, oh, no. Puts it on the floor and just stomps it lightly and quietly so he doesn't make them.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Quiet, quick stop.
right, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All right. So
That wasn't important. Lena.
it wasn't
Where's
evidence or anything of Nazi
No, I
activity.
think
No.
He's gonna
Alright.
look around to see if he can find any signs of Lena, or where she's gone.
You see that there appears to be, which you didn't notice at first, set footprints. 2 sets of footprints walking out.
Oh.
Side by side. Into the snow.
Oh. But Professor Boyfriend was not with her. She's in trouble. I think maybe not. Maybe she is. Right, Ash, you gotta do this. Alright, you're doing it. He says and he gets going.
Alright, so you get going. You walk out of the tent and give me a spot hidden. You seem to be a bit like, oh no. Alright. You
11.
don't run smack dab into the elder thing that's standing outside of this tent.
That'd be embarrassing.
That would be just, you're like, gotta save her. But that doesn't happen. You stop just short and
Excuse you.
and it's just sitting down looking at you. The snow
Hello.
whipping around behind it.
Hello, elder thing. It's nice to meet you. I'm looking for Lena. Have you seen her? Have you sensed her around? Why can't you not have eyes?
It just kind of stares at you for a second, like, you lowly lesser life form. You definitely feel the disdain in the gaze, which is nothing new. And it just kind of gives it like a shake no, and then
We're gathering.
points. You see tentacle points to the 2 behind it, and just kind of moves away, and you see them.
Yeah.
It like takes a couple steps in, and then tentacles reach out and start dragging those 2 out.
Thank you. Brilliant job. I'll be right back. Oh God, Lena,
Alright.
Lena. He says it is.
So there's only a couple tents you haven't checked yet. They're on the other side, so you gotta check those out. Hunter, you're in the radio tent, and the tent flap opens, and you see an elder thing.
Oh, well, hell, it's about time. I told you they'd be here, Lou. So I just finished
Wow.
loading my pistol.
Mm-hmm.
I snap it together, throw it in my holster, give them a wave.
It just wraps 2 tentacles around each of the people in here and starts dragging them out
Yeah, I was
towards
just
the
about
mess
to-
hall.
I was about to lift that guy up and present him out. The one that's still conscious.
Yes, there's
Okay.
one that's unconscious and one that's still conscious.
Yeah. So I just say as they pull that guy, afraid it's not going to be a good day for you, man.
Awesome. So Charlie has donated a Happy Birthday Wild Magic Surge to Ash, which we will get to in a minute. Birthday presents. All right, so you follow you help the elder thing kind of drag it in. They don't particularly seem to care that they're just leaving big bloody snow tracks behind them, but you can like lift up the other one and like, you know, one that's still conscious, so it's not like dragging throughout. But it's definitely got its tentacles wrapped around like the feet and just lugging them to the mess tent, where you see they are already at work. 5 of them came total. And then you see that they are arranging. They've taken out bags of salt from the kitchen and they're starting to trace. They've cleared all the tables aside. They're starting to trace circles in the snow floor here in salt and starting to arrange unconscious sleeping people.
Is this storm going to wreak havoc with their thing, or?
They are doing it inside of the tent, the big mess hall
Okay.
tent, so as
The mess
apparently to
hall
not
tent,
be disturbed with it.
Alright.
Yeah, they've kind of
Yeah, I'll follow 'em.
stacked the tables on their side to reinforce the walls of the tent.
All right, so I'll follow them to the tent.
The
and
cake
just-
has been carefully removed off and set to the side, and you see Percival Lake, just big slice of cake, just going to town
All right, so I see.
He's got like tears glistening in his eyes. So.
I'm glad he gets to enjoy cake.
Yeah. Just do the same thing. Give him a smile and a nod, and where is Ash and Lena? Look around the tent.
First of all, Swallows goes, I believe they were checking out a couple of the remaining tents.
I look back around. I don't see anybody. Of course, it's storming here, but I'm just looking around. Okay. All right. Take my pistol back out, and let's see. I knew where Ash was going. I knew where Lena was going. So let me go. See, Ash was going here, so let me go to the tent that Lena was going to. I'll start there.
So you walk towards the research tent, and you see an elder thing walking away on its tentacles, dragging two unconscious people behind it from that tent towards the mess hall.
I just look at them closely to make sure they're no one I know.
They are sleeping, snoring.
Germans, not...
Germans, yes. They actually have a military rank on them, which is unusual. You haven't seen any with military rank on them yet.
All right. I'll note the rank then that I'm familiar with, and not any of my team. And just take a peek in the tent that you just exited.
All right. Give me a spot hidden or tracking.
All right. Let's see.
I will accept either.
Let's see. Spot hidden isn't that great. I think my tracking is actually they're about the same. Okay, so we'll do spot hidden here.
Alrighty. A 19!
That's a success.
Yeah! So you were able to kind of look around. You see the remnants of some sparkly dust. It's kind of starting to fade. On the desk, you see where the two fell in the snow. You can see like Ash's footprints. You can see Lena's footprints. You see the footprints of a third. Looks like kind of walked around a little bit and then left to go back outside.
All right, I will follow them.
Also, someone set a piece of paper on fire here, then stamped it out on the ground.
All right.
Maybe they were trying to get rid of evidence or something. Who knows?
We've got the elder things here now, so as long as that means we've got the base intact. So right now I'm just worried about personnel, so I will follow these tracks.
All right, so you get outside, and because it's snowing quite heavily, there's no tracks that you can discern outside of the tent, but you do see them inside, because of the water and stuff, but there's some tents nearby you can check out.
I'll try to make a trajectory from the tracks inside the building, which way they were pointing.
They were walking outwards.
Yeah.
And then it's just tent flap, just snow. You can't get a sense of direction from it.
All right. So, is
Especially
there a tent that
the elder thing did not close the tent flap behind it because it has no respect for this encampment at all.
I'll stand there for a second.
Like the weird triangle-shaped tracks, the elder things, like a couple footsteps inside and then just lost it.
Yeah, I know where they're going. All right. Is there a tent that I don't recognize what it might be that from the map that I helped lay out?
No, you see that there's just the personnel tents mostly on this side, like maybe higher ranking people, because the medical tent is where Percival Lake would be, or was at least, and a lot of like the multiple bunks in that tent. But anyone who was high rank enough to not have a bunk, so any scientists, any doctors, any military personnel, they would have their own private tents. So you see several of those standing nearby.
Okay. Well, I know I haven't seen this Myers tent. And he's probably the VIP that we would be looking for. So I'm going to go where I think his tent might look like.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think, Lou? 1, 2, or 3?
I don't know. I'd say flip a coin, but I don't think you have 3-sided currency.
Is there such a thing?
Yes. It's triangles. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, well, I'll just pick a number. 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, but between 1, 2, or 3? Let's go 2. That's the law of averages.
That sounds good. I head to whatever tent number 2 is.
Okay, so you headed to tent number 2. Let's check in on Ash. Ash, who's, while Hunter was going around last, and he's had time to look in each of the tents. However, as he looks into the last tent, the farthest tent away, I need you to roll me a D10,000. Hollow?
D10,000. All right.
Wild Magic Surge is gonna kick in here.
How am I gonna do this?
Exclamation point, die, 1D10,000.
1D10,000.
This is Meyer's fault, isn't it? Canonically, this is Meyer's fault.
That should be it. Maybe it's slash die, not exclamation point die.
I think it's
slash
die. Okay. I'm thinking of a different thing. That's exclamation points. All right.
1,866.
Oh, you got low.
66.
That's usually a good thing. So.
You die immediately.
Save me, please.
I don't think I did that command right.
Help.
Ooh. There we go. All right. So 1866. Okay. Caster's arms from shoulder to wrist are unharmed by acid. So you are immune to acid from here to here.
I mean, that's useful.
It's very useful in acidic situations. You never know.
Yeah.
Considering the other stuff that's on this table,
there's some really good things and some really bad things and some just kind of
Yeah.
things. So you gotta benefit. Harley says you're welcome. So you're immune to acid from here to here. I'll have to keep that in mind. For no reason. But yeah. So I also need you to give me a power check as you pass look at the threshold.
Okay.
Don't let
That's a success.
Doctor charm you.
Success.
Okay.
It looks so beautiful.
With a regular success, you look into this room and it appears to be very well furnished, but empty. But then you blink and you swear you see Lena sitting on the bed, like the side edge of the bed with a cup of tea, and some guy standing there having a cup of tea with her. She's also looking at a book.
Okay.
But it's only it was only the corner of your eye and only when you blink for a second.
Oh. Can I try and figure out that this is definitely magic? Because
give me an occult roll.
Oh,
a 26. All right, so you've seen this before. This is something that the Germans have employed. You didn't think they used it so early, but maybe this guy was one of the ones who started it. So a lot of times they'll take a space and duplicate it, so it looks like a room is empty when it's actually not. It's kind of like it's not a separate pocket dimension, but it's like shredding that line. So technically, two things can exist in the same space, but be unable to interact with another unless
like a room of requirement.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So you think that this guy has a well, yes, they're in this room. They're on the edge of this reality in this room, and thus most people would probably be like, "No, empty tent." But you are just able to get it.
Okay, so out of experience with this, then, if I was to say throw my big ol' heater with my dust in at the location that the good doctor is at, would it hit him, or would it just kind of collide with the wall somewhere?
You think it would probably, some of it may come through, but it wouldn't be as effective, because it is magical.
What about if I use magic to make it go to
that? So you're kind of on one side, they're kind of in, like you're in a swimming pool, there's that film on the top of the water, and you're on one side, and they're kind of in that film between the two dimensions. You know that there's some weird stuff that travels under the water, technically. If you're above ground, that the swithering eels come from the dimension that no one can really see, but they figured out how to kind of hide in that water
That
ditch
little
that's
middle
on
bit.
top.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, feasibly, if I used impeccable throw
Uh-huh.
to throw it into that space, could I try and pierce that veil and clock him with the heater?
It could, with a good enough power check, you could try. It just depends on how strong of a magic user this person is.
Well, I mean, does he have resistant to acid arms? That's the real question.
That's the real question here.
Yeah, so he's gonna do that then. So you're gonna
try to throw this
around as
dust.
if he's. Yeah, I think he's gonna turn. If he's like, nothing's in here. It's obviously an empty room. Not. He turns and throws.
Not. All right. And he is and you see it every time you kind of blink, and he's definitely looking at you in the second blink.
That's fine. And he
You're
throws
like, yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's like robbed it full force with his impeccable hand throw.
Let's rewind a couple minutes and see how Lena's been doing with this grimoire. So you're reading it, and you're kind of looks like the basis of a spell. It looks like some kind of protection spell, like a ward of sorts.
Okay.
It's very fascinating. But then you kind of get in there, and it's kind of like, oh wait a minute. This spell, or more of a ritual, really involves taking the flesh of someone who is deceased and grafting it onto your own, and you become resistant to anywhere where you have these flesh grafted. You are pretty much impervious, or at least very resistant to any non-magical harm.
Okay.
So that's what you're currently looking at. And upon that realization, can you make me a sanity check, please?
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely. Because that...
It says, hi, sanity check. Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing that's not a success.
No.
You lose 4 sanity.
Cool.
And as you're kind of looking through it, you notice that the doctor kind of shifts, like steps to the side, so that you can't see the entrance of the tent. But you're awfully distracted with whatever this spell is, and you read it, and you're kind of like, oh, that's disturbing. I mean, useful, but disturbing. And you're a little shaken.
What interesting techniques you have in this book.
It is, in fact, some might say they're controversial. However, one cannot be too careful. There are all sorts of beings of immeasurable powers that most people have no idea exist.
Yes, well, I've, if there's one thing I've been rapidly learning while I'm here, that is very, very true. Here, I wouldn't want to, take any more of your time with it.
If you wish to look at it in the future, just let me know. He'll take it, and his hand brushes your hand a little bit as he takes it from you. And at this moment, you see a poof of yellow glitter. Give me that power check, Ash. To see.
Come on, 100. Okay, close enough. It's
69. Alright, so Lena, I need to make a contested power roll to see. You will have a plus 20% though, because dimensions. That doesn't really help you. So
It's fine.
you go
I'm
to
gonna
sleep.
take a nap now.
You go
take a nap
now.
right here.
You take a nap right here. Thankfully, you're on a bed, so as you kind of, you're like, oh, huh?
Thanks.
let's see.
I'm sorry.
The you're not going to believe what the doctor just rolled on his power check.
Oh no.
Secret succeeded.
But he got a 4. I was like, I don't have
This
enough time
guy
for him to
in
use.
particular.
I wish I could use, like... There's no way of using luck on that. I think it's contested, isn't it? So...
It's contested pretty much on that.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
You take nap right here. So you see, like you're like, just kind of like see what happens. You just rapid blinking.
Mm-hmm.
You see your poof go. You see Lena go. Laid like on the bed. Appears the doctor. Lena lays her down, and pulls a blanket over her, and then turns to look
That's
at
nice of
you.
him.
Oh, he has interest.
Well, isn't this a conundrum? Damn it, I didn't mean to.
And you said that, and you're like, and you see a shimmer over the whole room, and it almost looks like walking through a waterfall, like a very thin sheet of water. See this German walk out, and you'll notice now that you're kind of staying here for a minute, this room is actually very comfortable. It's a comfy temperature.
That's good.
And he goes, "Can I help you? You wouldn't happen to be one of Frau Leinstadter's friends, would you? I don't recognize you."
You wouldn't. Not yet. You only see your doom at the very end.
Oh, so you're crazy. Alright, that makes it things easy.
Let's go with that then. By the way, that's some second-rate magic you've got there. It's like real rookie shit.
You see, he kind of goes, "Is it really?"
Something like that. I've seen
And then
people
that's when you notice he's holding a book made of human flesh and vellum, covered. You can give me an occult check
Cool.
or a history check. Just kind of a
I'll go with the occult. I have no idea what it is.
right. So you don't recognize this guy or this book in particular. It's magic. That's a magic book. But he kind of just smiles. He goes, "Perhaps I should give you a better demonstration then."
What book? Where'd you get it? German market? Damn it. I'm going better than that.
It happens. All right,
Yeah.
I need you.
He's panicking.
He's gonna cast a spell. I need an opposed power check.
Okay, come on, Ash. God damn, 19. Okay, cool.
You're doing so good.
I'm trying.
Okay. So, this guy. Let me tell you about this guy.
We just need Hayden to miss him right now. That's all
I
we
need
need.
Hayden to miss him right now. You're like, right, and he just says, you might want to take a nice deep breath. And kind of just opens the page, looks at you, and then points, and then does this motion. And as he does this motion, you feel your lungs as if they're filling with salt water.
Not that one.
And you take a little damage from that. Just a little bit. I rolled really low. You're only gonna take 3 damage from this.
Okay. I can work with that.
But you're drowning.
Yeah.
And he's gonna lose some sanity from this too, because this is a high cost spell, but you insulted his magic, and he not happy about that.
That's
he
fine.
succeeds. So alright.
Just
Well,
buying time
actually,
here.
it's not a sanity check, it's an automatic sanity loss. Let's see how much he loses. He loses 5 sanity. So his temporary insanity is that he's just gotta one-up your man. Like,
yeah.
my magic is awesome. Alright? that's his temporary sanity.
I'm
like,
sleeping
I'm afraid-
through a magic duel?
You're sleeping
Yeah.
through a magic duel. But you're
Just
tucked
with
in
the
real
duel.
nice.
It's got like 1 point of magic left, so.
Oh
Oh
no!
god!
Alright.
Ash, I'm sorry.
And at this point, I think, Hunter, you've checked tent number 2. Nobody's in there. You check tent number 1. Nobody's in there. You check tent 3. It's the furthest tent away. And you see, kind of as you're getting there, it looks like Ash's boots. Kind of just, like, at the door. And you kind of get a faint, like, scent of ocean breeze. So, you definitely smell some salt water. Yeah, in the air.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm definitely crazy. No doubt about it. But I'm not passing this up. I'm gonna head for that scent.
You go and walk in, and you see Ash kind of like choking and coughing on salt water. Make me a con save or constitution check, Ash. $34?
34,
Is that
that's a
a-
success.
Is it a regular success, a hard
Regular
success, or an
success.
extreme success? Okay, it's a regular success. So you're not able to cough out all the salt water, but you're definitely. It's just, and no matter how much you seem to cough up, more just seems to keep coming. And the hunter walks in, and you see Ash just retching out seawater.
Hey,
A little bit of seaweed that comes out one of it.
hey, Magic Man, you all right? I'm looking around. What is this tent?
You look around the tent. It's comfortably warm in here. Give me a power check, Hunter.
Point it.
Power check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Might not do so well. Let's see.
I mean, we'll see.
Oh, let's see. Do I have? I do not. Nope. That's 9 points away.
I forgot everyone dumps into their sanity scores in this game. All right. So power check is not a success. 49. So you don't see anyone in this tent. You just see Ash, just like yucking up some seawater, and pointing at the desk, the bed. It's kind of hard to tell where he's pointing
I'll
at.
walk up behind him and start kind of patting him on the back, like he's choking. Come on, man. You all right? What did you eat something?
Ash, you look up, and you just see that Yosef's kind of just, as soon as Hunter stepped in, just stepped through that almost waterfall veil again. But he's allowing you to see him. He's just crossing his arms, thumbing through a page of his book.
Shakes fist at him.
Give me another Constitution save, as you're gonna take a little bit more damage, as you're still drowning. All
Okay,
right.
that is a fail, unfortunately. 75.
You were getting so lucky. That is only 2 points of damage.
Oh, cool. 8 health left. Taken down.
That's good because he's rolling d8s on these. So,
Thank God. That isn't good, man. You're terrible.
it's good he's rolling so low on these d8s for you. Let me just tell you. Happy birthday.
Yoink.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
You got a third character idea up your sleeve?
Playing the birthday cake.
And he just sees Hunter coughing. Kind of looks between two of you. Strokes he's like, some stubble going on right now. Flips through another page. Let me see how long you're going to be out, Lena. You're only going to be out half the time because there is the veil. But it's still 3d10.
Okay.
6 minutes. You're going to have a nice 6-minute nap here. Which is good because someone's taking a 22-minute nap and someone's taking an 18-minute nap. So I rolled low on yours for the 3d10.
Okay.
6 minutes. It is comfortable. You are just in a warm cocoon of happiness and dreams.
Awesome.
Actually, it's pretty much just warmth. You just feel warmth and like a slight
and cozy.
breeze. It's just comforting. It's just, you're real cozy. Just going great for you guys. So he's gonna kind of just nonchalantly, just flip through some of his spell book. Okay. He's just gonna start casting something.
While Ash is coughing, I'm patting him on the back.
Back. All right. Actually, you're gonna get.
Lena.
Give me. You don't see Lena. Give me another Constitution check. You'll get 2 per round because Hunter's helping you.
Yeah, I'll just holler out because I know Lena has the medic bag. I know Lena has the medical bag. So, Lena.
Yeah. So
Lena, get in here.
I'm gonna push that up by a few points with luck as well to succeed to 3 points of luck.
3 points. You cough some more seawater. You're still choking. I think.
That's all right.
Yeah. So you've gotten some more of it up. It's not rolling d8s anymore, but you're still drowning technically.
Yeah.
And he's content to lose sanity every round and just watch you suffer to his inferior magic.
Hold this out.
I have so many questions about this man and his sanity score.
It's a battle of wills.
It's just last 6 more sanity. Yeah.
I'll holler at Lou. Lou, can you go get Lena? Go find the doctor or somebody.
Yeah, I can get her. I mean, I can try. I'm not very strong, but I'll give it a shot. And you see you kind of float into the room. Like,
At least someone knows where I am.
Where the hell are you going?
I'm trying to get her.
All right. What do you mean? Pat. What the hell do you mean?
She's sleeping.
I still don't. She's not in here, is she? Now I'm used to this seeing things that aren't there now, so
yeah,
I'm starting to think something's up here. What? The hell do you mean?
She's sleeping between dimensions right now. She just looks like she's just taking a little nap.
I grab Ash there by the back of his suit, lift him up.
and you just get drenched in the seawater. Like a seashell comes out with this one.
Seashell.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like so much water has come out of him. It, like, he's not like this. There shouldn't literally this like. Did someone connect a hose in him? Like, there is just a lot of water just keeps coming out.
I'll bend him back over. Lou, anyone else in this room?
Yeah. Well, between dimensions.
I don't know what that means. Just point them out to me.
Okay. Lena's on the bed taking a nap. And, yes, hi, Doctor. He's right there. I'll float him above him if you like, but you can't.
Quickly.
He's between dimensions. And at this point, Ash, it's been probably the 3rd round by this point, and he's gonna yawn and cast a spell. And only costs him 1 sanity point for this one, but more magic points. Yeah, actually, he'll do the deeper magic. He'll take 4 sanity points from this one. Okay. And just so it does a deeper effect. And you see the thing fall over. You can give me. I'm gonna roll another bit of damage, and you can give me 2 more con checks to see if you can get this water out of you. Well, have you gotten a hard success yet?
How much luck can I spend?
You can spend up to 30 luck in a sitting.
I'm gonna spend 17 luck and get hard success.
Okay. 17 luck, hard success.
Luck the Irish. Come
You're
on.
able to get out, cough out the rest of this water, taking only 2 more damage. As like, there's a small fish. It's just like on the floor now. But you get the seawater out, and you can just taste the bile in the seawater. And Hunter has his gun out.
Hunter. Right there, he says and points directly towards them. And then we'll kind of... Can he grab Hunter and try and pull them both through the veil?
You try to do that, but he steps out yawning.
I have an easy. I'm going for his book.
Hello, Hamero. Shoot him.
I'm just going for his book. I'm going to grab it.
All right. Shoot me. Shoot. Give me that gun, that pistol roll, Hunter.
All right. Let's see. Come on. Should be the best shot ever here. Come on. That's a hit.
Okay.
At least you can hit him.
Thank God someone can.
So he yawns.
Well,
oh, you hit. You roll 33.
I think it might be a hit. We'll see.
Now, you see a bullet go straight for his forehead, but you hear like a almost like the sound of something hitting something hollow, and the bullet is crumpled, and he just kind of flicks it off.
Cool.
Don't like that.
You think that might have been the spell he was casting that last round? Give me an occult check to see if you can figure out what he cast.
Okay. Gonna say, can I go for the book as well?
Yeah, you can, but I just want to see if you recognize.
Yeah. Okay, yes, I got a 99. I'm clueless when it comes to magic.
I have no idea unless it's my own spell.
What's he doing? He hasn't used animal paws or dust.
It's not the folk magic you know. What is this shit?
This isn't the love spell I know.
For those of those in the audience, he cast Blunt the Weapon, which the caster causes all slashing and piercing weapons, knives, swords, bullets, etc., to act as if blunted when striking the recipient of the spell, and the deeper magic negates all damage from slashing or piercing weapons, except for extreme successes, which deal half damage. He is a dirt. He's a huge douchebag.
Totally is.
What a monster.
So you're going for the book? Give me a fighting roll check.
Okay, I'm terrible at this. Let's do it.
He's not great at it either.
He's probably better than 74. So.
Yeah, he doesn't succeed, but he succeeds better than you do.
I'm gonna
And
push
it's
that.
just kind of
possible.
moves the book. Yeah, you can push it if you'd like.
Yeah, why not? Let's push it.
Get a hard success.
Push it to the limit. Yeah.
You get an extreme success, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If you have to put points in there, it's probably just a hard success.
Can I spend 1 point of luck to make it an extreme success?
Yes, you may. You may spend 1 point of luck.
Oh my
Let's use
god,
all my
you're
luck.
Because you
bleeding
succeeded
luck.
on it. So
it's die or bleed luck. I'll bleed all my
it's a
luck.
die or bleed luck. You're able to take his book out of his hands, and he's just... Scheiße. Give me a power check as you hold this book. Just like Lena had to.
Certainly can. That is an 18. which
You're able to
is-
resist
Ooh.
its temptation to read. Just sit down, relax, and read it. You're able to resist that.
That's
But
fine.
you feel the pull. It's almost like a
But
little
it's
lull.
such a good book.
It's a great
Yeah, I
book.
was gonna say, is
It's
it?
a real page turner.
Can I make it out? Can I like vaguely make out
You're in
words?
German, so the words don't even shift for you, really.
The one
Yes.
that they'd had open before, is there like any sort of crumple where
Nope.
they've just moved it? Damn it.
Nope. No, he's just been flipping through it anyways for the past couple of minutes while you've been choking up seawater, so
That's
it's
fine.
been thoroughly flipped.
Magic
That's
man,
fine.
line of fire.
Right, you keep him busy. I'm gonna do something to this, he says, and he's gonna try and run away with it.
Okay. He is completely unconcerned with Hunter at this point, so he's gonna chase after Ash.
Don't let him
Ash,
catch me.
no, he chases
luck.
after you. Hunter, you can take another shot.
How close
Another
are
hit
what's,
and run
what's the
lag.
range? What's the distance? What's the range
They're
here?
both running past you. You could try 3 shots if you time it right as he's running past.
No, I'm going to tackle. I'm going
Try
to
to tackle?
football tackle this. Yeah, I'm gonna football
for it.
tackle him.
Give me a fighting roll. Yeah.
Success. Got him.
All right. You tackle
Out of
him.
a
He rolled a
50.
91. So his luck's
Yeah, so I'm
finally
just gonna-
turning around.
When Ash runs by, I put my holster my pistol real quick, and then just kind of with that roll, I probably don't get in front of him. I'll kind of grab him from behind.
From behind,
and then and then I'm just going to fall backwards and just souffle him in the back, just to stop him from running.
Okay.
Put him on the ground.
All right. So Ash, where are you running off to with this book? Just out of curiosity.
He's going to see if he can run, and he's going to try and find... He's going to go via the way of the Elder Things, but basically go and try and find a heater to just throw this in.
Okay.
He's going to roast this thing.
So you notice that there...
Good luck.
that you get to the tent where you accidentally burnt that page, but the tent flap has been left open and it's knocked the pilot lights out. So you think the next closest one, because you didn't see one in the radio tent, would probably be the mess hall.
Yeah, he's sprinting towards the mess hall then. He's just sprinting.
So you give a head start to the mess hall. Hunter, you've got a very powerful cultist in your arms. In the arms of a cultist. He's gonna try to do a thing to you. Right. He doesn't care. He's wants his book back.
Did he take any damage when I slammed him to the ground?
No, because it's bludgeoning. So
yeah, I don't know. So
yep, good effort, but he warded himself because he's smart. This is why he's a very powerful leader in the Nazi apocalypse future. All right. Can you make me a power check, please?
All right. Let's see. Mine is...
I'll lose some sanity points. This is 2 this time.
Nope. How many?
No, he loses 2 sanity.
Oh, okay.
You actually...
That's fail.
He's gonna push it. Because he rolled a 94. He didn't succeed on his push. So he's trying to get some words out, and you're able to like smush his face into the snow a bit and kind of buff a little bit, and he's not able to get a spell off this round. What would you like to do? You can keep grappling him, or would you like to do anything different?
So Lou
is
tells
chilling
me,
with, stayed with Lena. Because you told him to try to wake her up.
Right. So I take out that powder that I got from Ash and I never used.
Yeah.
And I'm wrestling with this guy, and I lift him up and slam him back down to the ground. Slam him back into the ground real quick, this back of his head, and
into the snow.
And I use my hand and pull his face up and says, "This is for the doctor." And I slam that pouch into his face. Okay.
Slam the pouch into his face. It needs fire to go off, so he's just got a very powdery face. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can he
Step
see?
1, powder.
Does it? Yeah. Can he see?
He's squinty.
I had no idea what it's like.
Yeah, it's just pre-fire. It's kind of just like it feels almost like a bag of wet sand.
Okay. Can Lou tell me that to remind me, because I'm still crazy?
Lou's back in the tent with Lena. You can drag her back.
Outside, or?
Yeah, you tackle they were ran out, so you tackled them outside the tent.
All right. Yeah, I will drag him. Let's see. Yeah, I will just kind of slide him back into the tent.
Okay, give me a strength check, just to make sure you don't fumble it, because he's not very strong. So you'll have this as long as you don't, fumble it.
Strength, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I should have this one, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see. So my strength is 70.
But you didn't fumble it, so because you already have him grappled, it's easier. So you just kind of drag him back to the tent, and you see Lou sitting there going, "Lena,
Lou, I need some help. I need some help now."
How can I help?
And this guy comes sliding back into the tent, and I'll just go in after him.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, yeah, you got the guy. What do you want me to do?
the shots didn't work. The powder didn't work.
Oh, you gotta set the powder on fire.
Oh, damn it! That's right. Where's the nearest fire source?
There's a candle, a lovely
All right.
scented candle burning low on the desk.
I'll grab it and start for the guy.
Lena, you're having a great nap.
This is amazing.
It's great. It's the most
it's so
relaxing time that I've had this
so
whole trip.
Relaxed. So you basically you're just gonna like chuck the candle at him to get the fire on him. To move the sand.
No, I'm going to put my knee in his chest and then candle to his face.
Because it's got the powder on it. Okay,
Yeah.
give me a powder check. A powder check. Power check.
Powder check. That's a new move.
Powder check.
Powder check. Nope, it's
Powder
powder check.
check.
from now on. Power or dex?
It's a power check because that's what
Power.
it is for power for the
Okay.
powder to
All
activate.
right, here we go. That's a
So we got a
miss.
14. This guy is not tired. This guy just will not be put to sleep. All right. So
It's not working.
you see it explode though. Do you still have your oxygen mask on? Okay. Good.
Yes. Well, unless it was damaged when the guy hit me.
Why don't we make a luck check to see?
Me roll or you roll?
Yeah. That's a
With
great idea.
my luck, my luck is down to 4 now. So
Well, it would have been before you spent that luck, so it would have been like 16. Because you spent it
It'd
to
been- okay.
hit him.
all right. No.
All right, so your mask was damaged a little bit. So you're not asleep, but you were pretty drowsy with this.
Okay.
And he's gonna
Right.
try to wiggle out. So he's gonna give me another fighting brawl.
Success.
All right. Yeah, he did not succeed. So you're able to still just keep him down. Let's
Yeah, it's
check back in.
Yeah. Pure desperation.
Thankfully, Lena doesn't get this dose of the sleeping powder as it's not in the veil. So she doesn't stay asleep for extra long.
Be horrific.
But you are almost awake. You've probably got another minute left on your nap. Your nice 6-minute nap. Ash, you're running the mess hall. You walk into the mess hall where these elder things have had about, a good 10-15 minutes prepping. You see concentric circles of salt which have crystallized into ice now inside. You see I rolled really good on their sleepy checks, so they are all still unconscious. You see one's bleeding and one's like semi-conscious, but groups of these Germans have been placed into these circles, and ice spikes have been driven through limbs to keep them there. So some of them, you don't think that as many of them should be asleep as they are, because violence typically wakes them up, so something's going on here a little bit.
Yeah, that's weird.
You see that Ziggy is in here. Looks like he's kind of in the center of this. You see the 5 elder things. You notice that their tentacles, the big, long tendrils that they've had, have split open into 25 very delicate, almost finger-like tendrils, and they are manipulating what looks to be pieces of crystals. And now that you look at it, these aren't icicles that have been pierced through, keeping them stuck to the floor. These are pieces of crystal that have started to grow out of these Germans.
Oh, cool.
Maybe that's why they're
Interesting.
not awake. And you hear a high-pitched whine in the air, almost out of the range of human hearing, but just enough so that it's that kind of like, am I hearing? Is that ringing? Do I hear ringing? And you definitely hear a bit of it, and you can almost feel the vibrations in the air as these elder things have begun the ritual, it would seem.
Okay. All right.
It appears they would have put out all but a central heater. That's next to Ziggy. So they have one light in here. So it's you see all these reflections and shadows dancing as it's much darker in here.
All right, so he's going to make a straight beeline towards that. He's going to be careful not to stand on any of the lines that have been drawn. Like he's going to.
So you're walking towards it, and immediately an elder thing kind of like tentacles stick out as soon as you're about to like cross.
All right. I found a German witch or something. He's had this book. We need to burn it or get rid of it now. He's on his way here. We need to get rid of it so that he can't cast more spells.
See the tentacles.
Yeah, he will give it over.
And take the book. Alright. And you don't hear that high-pitched whine stop, but you got the attention of an eyeball from each, like they have 5 eye stalks, and they're all kind of looking around, but 2 of them on like 2 separate ones turned to look at you. And they took the grimoire.
Cool, he wipes a bit of seaweed from his mouth.
Yeah. It started to kind of freeze. Oh no, so you get it before pull skin off. Yeah. Frostbite there, maybe.
Okay.
What do you do now?
Okay, yeah, so given that he thinks the book's dealt with and that should give him an advantage, despite his insanely terrible abilities to fight, he's going to turn back and he's going to go straight, kind of draw out his pistol.
Okay.
And he's going to run towards
you see Professor Lake in the corner, like, have you found Lena?
Yes. She's in a... It's difficult to describe. Come with me. We need to deal with somebody.
Oh, all right.
We have to use your Professor Bloodfriend powers, he says and starts running.
Oh my. All right. So you guys run back. Hunter, you're gonna have one more round, basically, before Ash is able to get back. You're keeping this guy pretty occupied. He's been rolling terrible on anything physical, but fantastic on everything mental. So give me another fighting brawl check to just make sure he stays grappled.
Alrighty. Let's see.
24. That beats his 92.
Better.
So
right.
you're able to just keep him pinned to the floor.
Can I reach and grab my pistol? And
just take it to the back of his head? Yeah.
I'm gonna shove it into his mouth. I'm gonna shove the barrel into his mouth.
Yeah. Go for it.
Dodge this and fire.
Fire. You hear that same kind of hollow. And you pull the gun out, still smoking, and
I look at it to make sure.
Spits the bullet right in your face.
Damn it! And I just start punching him. I'm just gonna start punching him.
His face is really hard. It feels like punching a cement wall.
Okay.
Or the side of like a metal ship. Just.
Yep. I'll keep punching.
Okay. So.
And just focus mostly on holding him to the ground and just I'm gonna wear him down or we're both gonna die here or something.
Okay. Yeah. He looks irritated at this point. Lena, you've been having a wonderful nap. A wonderful, delightful nap. And you wake up and you remember that you were chatting with a very handsome and kind, benevolent German doctor who just wanted to teach you things, get you a job at a university. You know, that you wake up.
It was a great chat.
And you're tucked in with a blanket. It smells nice. You roll over and you see Hunter just bashing, like trying to bash his face in. Hunter?
She's just gonna throw the blanket off and run over there. Not gonna get in the middle of that because getting punched sounds awful, but she will try to pull him off.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Give me a strength check.
Sure.
Now Hunter is a bit drowsy. 51, is that a success?
Let me see.
It's your strength.
I don't think it is, but
I don't know
no.
how much strength you have. No?
Not even close.
Okay. So you feel you're trying to punch this guy's ridiculously metal face in, and you feel two hands on your shoulder, and you're Hunter. You're Lena.
I'll wildly swing with my other arm, just spinning around. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
damn it! Sorry. Hey, Lena.
What are you doing?
You just won't die, damn it!
Lena,
Trying to kill the professor?
And I'm going with both fists now. Just this
him
one got
off
a little
me.
more, so
you notice no blood's come out or anything, but it looks pretty bad.
I shot him.
That-
Then I shot him again. Then I tackled him. Then I've been hitting him for the last 10 minutes.
Also, like, we're outside, so like, is there a snowstorm raging around us right now?
There is a snowstorm. Well, he dragged him back into the tent, so the snowstorm's still going on outside, but he's been dragged back into the tent. I think while this is going on, and he's telling you, I shot him again. I tackled him, I punched him, I shot him in the mouth, I shot him again. Now I'm just punching his face in, and you're just like, what? And he's like, help me, Lena. I can't get him off. Going back and forth, strong jawline, blonde hair.
Right.
And so at this moment,
but,
Ash, you hear like this is loud enough to go over the snowstorm. You hear like thunk, thunk, thunk. Get off him!
and
Oh, God, yeah, he's gonna sprint. He's like,
And
no.
Dr. Professor, boyfriend, Esquire at Law is right behind you. And
use those
you come
boyfriend
in-
powers.
he's gonna try. He comes in and he sees you guys see Lena freaking out over Joseph Mayer, who doesn't look too perturbed by this. But I'll give you one idea roll, Ash, now that you've held the grimoire and you've seen this guy before. Nope, you have no idea who this guy is in the future. So you're fine.
Ash doesn't pay attention very well, does he?
Ash doesn't care about the politics. He just wants to fight Nazis.
No, exactly.
It's fair.
They're all bad.
They're all just
They
terrible.
all look the same, evil and wielding shoggoths.
With lasers.
All right, with laser shoggoths. All right, so we burst in. Dr. Professor Boyfriend Percival Lake Esquire Law is going to try to use his boyfriend powers, and he's going to try to beat a power check to keep you charmed.
Cool.
Through the power of love.
Cool. Do it. Power love this bullshit, please.
All right. Well, he didn't roll great, but he did roll better than Dr. Mayer.
You know? That's all that matters right now.
He walks
that
in,
PhD
steps
paid off.
over. He steps over Dr. Johann, getting just
Wailed on.
wailed on, and he just comes over and goes, Lena, what? And he kind of looks in, like squints in your eyes, and he'll plant one on you. When he does, that's when you come out.
Sweet.
What was I doing?
Oh,
We
you're
won
right.
the title.
I was
Which is
very
nice.
concerned about you. Which is nice. All right.
What? Yes, I'm fine. What is going on?
Ash, what do you do? Well, Lena's getting smooched.
I certainly don't activate his boyfriend powers. That'll be awkward. But what he's going to do is he's going to run in and he's going to see what Hunter's doing, and he's going to just he's going to look over the situation, look over the current doctor underneath him, and he's going to think, he's going to rack his brain when he was being taught the occult, when his mother was teaching him these things, and when the resistance had to deal with similar things. How did they deal with this? Like this skin that's
So you know for certain resistances, unless it's the skin grafting one that you've seen, it's kind of messed up, but it's effective. They typically wear off after a few minutes.
A few minutes.
So, sometimes, depending on how much they drew upon their power pool and sanity, so it will wear off.
Yeah.
Or magic will do it. So,
Cool.
but yeah. He's gonna try to, seeing more people wriggling, he's gonna try to escape again. So give me that front and roll, Hannah.
Go on.
No, he's not going anywhere.
Actually,
Oh,
he happens to roll just enough, and he times your punches because you are kind of drowsy, a bit off in your timing. He times it
low on hit
and
points.
just rolls with what he rolls with the punches. He rolls with one of the punches and breaks out and stands up. And so you see a tired Hunter and Ash, and then Lena and Percival. They separate their faces at this point.
Can I just take my gun and shoot him, please?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Gonna try.
Lena.
We know she's real good at this. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna like grab it hastily and try to figure out how to gun.
Give me the shooty pew pew.
Pew pew. I don't remember what I have to look at for that. That is not a success, even remotely, because I am very bad at
So it's not even, you
using
go,
weapons.
and it cracks the mirror behind him. He kind of just slicks back his blonde hair, goes, and it seems you are a bit more of a handful than I had pictured. Unfortunate you would not join me, Lena. I almost regret what I have to do now. And
Can I go to Sluggish?
yeah, give me a dex check to see if you can act before he does.
Yeah, okay. This is gonna be horrific. Alright, this is literally a 50-50 chance here.
Yep.
So 5.
Oh!
Yeah, so you get to go first. Give me a punch.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's like-
fighting brawl.
Okay, so how do punch damage work? Okay, I've got a
Do you have a
How
damage
strong
bonus?
are you?
5.
You're not very
Um,
strong, so.
No,
You
I
might
think he
have a
just has
damage
1d3.
Okay, so give me the.
I don't know what
1d3.
strength. Strength is 65, so
Yeah. If your strength and size don't add up to more than 120, you don't get a damage bonus.
I think 65, 75, so I think I do.
Okay, so yeah, it'd be just give me a D8 because it'd be like a D4 and a D3. So let's
Oh,
see.
sweet. That's what a D8 looks like. 6.
All right. So you punch him, and you see a drop of blood come down from his lip. But but right after that, he goes, "Unfortunate it had to come to this." And you see he just traces out a symbol in the air. Now, give me an occult check on this,
Yeah.
Ash.
Come on, actually know what a spell is. He knows what a spell is. It's a success.
He knows what a spell is. You recognize this? This is a bad. This
bad.
almost took out your leader one time, Jonathan Sleaze.
Okay.
Oh,
Or
boy.
Jonathan Slizowski. My apologies.
Slizowski.
Mr. Sleaze.
How dare he mess with Mr.
Mr.
Slazowski?
Slizowski. You remember, and he made sure to take everyone in your unit. This is the red sign.
Right.
You know it's a
Oh.
proximity-based spell, and that people within a certain yardage will just start draining health as their bones begin to liquefy, along with their internal organs, and blood vessels start to pop. So, it's a nasty spell. You do know that it does damage to the caster as well as the recipients, but the closer you are, the more painful it is.
Okay, cool. And
And you all are within the immediate vicinity.
Look.
were we taught any way to deal with it, or to like?
Run!
Yeah, I thought so.
Get out of
Just-
the vicinity.
Get out of the city!
And yeah, he just shouts "run" at the top of his lungs.
Alright. And you start backing
Yeah, like
Backing up.
sprint.
I
Alright.
think we're gonna book
So
it.
you see a red sign, a red symbol glowing and pulsating. Almost like a heartbeat in the air. And it has a bit of a palpitation in it, and you see a little, like almost a red shockwave reverberate. You can almost see the sound waves. And everyone within 10 yards are gonna lose some HP.
Oh boy.
Die. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, lucky on a D3 it's a 1. So 1 HP to everyone within 10 yards. And y'all can stay or you can keep going.
Leaving
Alright, Ash
sounds
is
like a really
GTFOing.
cool idea.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm just like, nope.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Alright.
So-
Lena's gonna grab her boyfriend by the hand and start running.
Yep. Alright. What about you, Hunter? You see that Lou is booking it.
Lou is noping out.
Uh-huh.
Lou, get out of here.
Come with me.
I'll take another shot.
Okay.
I'm lying flat on my back, exhausted.
Okay.
4 hit points, or 3 hit points left,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a shot.
All right.
Actually, I'll fed. I'll take 3 shots.
All right. Give me them shots.
First shot. That is what I keep forgetting what my that is
65?
a miss. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a miss. Second shot. My arms are exhausted from punching for the last 3
Mhm.
minutes.
And you feel like starting to get even more like jelly like. Not sure
Yeah,
if it's all the
second-
punching or the magic in the
Second shot.
That's a
Second shot
hole.
goes. I think that's my first 100.
Mm-hmm.
Very fitting.
Oh.
And with
Take your
that, your
time.
gun jams.
Oh
Yep.
shit.
So fire,
Mm.
fire, and you hear it.
Now look at it. Damn it, Miranda. Now. Knife. And I want to try to hamstring him in the leg.
Okay.
Just stab him in the
So-
leg.
So that's going to be on the next round. There's going to be one more round before us. So, everyone was pretty much able to get with out of the 10-yard range. But you're still within 30 yards because that's a long way to run in a little round. So, everyone within 30 yards range, you're going to lose 1 HP each, rather than a D3. But Hunter, that's gonna be 1 D3. Let me see. And this guy's taking it too because he cast it right on top of him because he just wanted y'all to die. But you see the sign is kind of floating out, as if
I
after
guess we
them.
made him mad.
I guess so. 1 more HP. So you're still up.
I'm down to 2.
Give me that fighting brawl for that knife check. Your big old knife. Oh, I'm so nervous.
All right, here we go. Nope.
So you come at him
Now
with the
I
knife.
Yeah, I'm still on the ground, so I kind of roll over it and with my knife and then just try to slash the back of his leg, just
Mm-hmm.
slash and stab the back of his leg to try to bring him onto the ground.
You slash at the back of his legs, and you miss because he picks his legs up and he sets it on your arm. It's his boot and foot on your arm, holding the knife. And he says, Now, Hunter, you have been through quite a bit. If you stop now, you might live. How does Hunter react to this?
Just start giggling and laughing. Just my face
Okay.
is on the floor, and I'll just start laughing. Just start laughing.
He kind of just scoffs and takes his boot off and starts walking past you. The red sign pushing beyond. You can see that he's taking damage as well. Blood is streaming from his eyes and his ears as this is taking a toll on him to cast, but he is bad. Let's see, maybe more. If this rolls another 1, I'm gonna. Oh. say, oh, it's not hearts. Die. I remember what we're doing. I know how to type words. All right. So, Hunter, you get one last action. What would you like to do?
Do I have the strength to stand up and just try to tackle him again? I don't want him following everybody. I just want to try to.
It's gonna be a hard check, but give me a strength check.
If my movement is faster than his movement, I don't know, but let's see.
Not at this point. Yeah, strength check.
Right.
Yep.
Strength
Rather
check.
than a fighting
All
brawl,
right.
because you're just trying to like body weight get him down.
That's a success from a 70.
All right. So
I'll just lunge and then grab his ankles and just try to trip him.
So you grab his ankles. You see, he trips and he gets down. He gets one foot out, so he goes down to a knee. But as he does, he says, and the pulse goes out, and you see he's having a hard time keeping it together himself. That is going to be 3
I'm
points
still
of damage.
laughing. So
As Hunter, you feel your bones. You're so tired. That powder got to you a little bit, and you just feel like melting into the floor. A bit literally here. And so, but you bought enough time for Lena, Dr. Professor Boyfriend, Esquire Law, and Ash to make it back to the med tent, or the mess hall. You wish that's where you're running to. I imagine that's probably where you're running to, as that's where you have backup.
We got a ritual to like do. Also.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, we need to do this quick.
So
Where's Hunter?
you hear another pulse, and it sounds like it's getting closer. Don't see Hunter behind you, but you see, stumbling through the snow behind you, blood pouring out of his eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. Dr. Johann.
There's no time. The ritual.
I'm gonna take it.
Hurry.
I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Go for it.
This is gonna
I
be...
too will take a shot.
Go for it.
Why not?
No.
I has gun.
All right.
In fact, I'm gonna push that if that's possible.
You can push it? Sure.
But- oh, Lena. Nice.
Did you get a hard success, Ash?
I did.
Uh,
I got ours.
no,
No, you
on
got
a
hard
41, I did not, but Lena
Okay. So you click, you shoot, and it kind of pings off the radio antenna a little bit, and it goes. Complications of a failed push roll. But Lena, roll me 1d10 plus 2, please.
Okay.
did. Come on, Lena.
1d10 plus 2. Just add the 2 in your mind.
12
Nice.
points of damage.
Holy shit.
Lena,
Go on.
how would you like to kill Dr. Joseph Mayer?
Oh shit. I think she's just gonna get him like square in the head.
Square in the head? Alright. So, you sit there, you aim, you're like,
She's trying to aim.
Mhm.
Probably was
It's
aiming for
hard,
the body,
especially
honestly.
because the storm's still raging on. So it's hard to see. You catch glimpses between drifts of the snow. And you hit him square in the forehead, and a new trail of blood starts from there when there wasn't one. You see that red sign that was getting closer and closer to y'all flicker and burst out. He's staring at you. He drops down to his knees, reaches out, and then falls face first into the snow,
She straight up the
Red.
gun just drops out of her.
cooling out
hands.
from where he lies.
Good shot. Good shot.
Come on, there's no time. We have to go.
Right. He says, and he'll turn and run in with you.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna.
Yes, the red
scrabble
sign
with
has
it and
fizzled out.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah, he's running in to help with the
Ugh.
ritual, I think.
okay,
Yeah, I need to do this.
right. So you guys run inside to the ritual.
She's just gonna straight fall down and sit there and shake for a while.
Your boyfriend, Professor Lake, who's I'm amazed he's still alive, honestly. He's gonna pick you up and
He's
kind of
just
carry
really
you
lucky.
in, so you're out of the storm. He is one lucky son of a gun. He'll carry you inside the mess tent, set you down. There's a big cake here. If you weren't as distraught, it would look delicious. You come back in, and there's more crystals are starting to kind of grow out of these Germans. Many of them by this point, though, have started to awaken. Many of them are moaning, gurgling, crying.
Right.
You see the elder things. You hear the. It's almost as if it's changed in pitch now. You hear the tune. It's almost musical. Lena, you hear this as well. It almost reminds you of that faint song you heard on the wind as you went through the pass into the city.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess going in.
There is a
gonna-
spot for you to join in at the ritual.
Yeah, I'm joining in. I'm going to go and help. He'll take his spot and just give them a nod,
All right.
even though they don't care.
Yeah, you get they all kind of just turn one eyeball towards you again.
I'm ready. Let's
Okay.
slow this goddamn thing back down there.
All right. Give me a power check.
Oh, thank God it's not a fumble.
Okay. That'd have been bad. Is that a
It is
success?
hard success. Oh, I'll
Hard
push it for 2 luck and I'll get a hard success.
Two luck, make it a hard success? Sure.
In fact, 1
So
luck.
you feel 1 luck. All right. So you kind of step into the circle that was reserved for you. And you feel connected to the circle. You hear the resonance of the crystals. You hear that it's almost as if they're singing these crystals into existence. But now that you're also in tune, you can also hear the cries of agony as these souls and minds, while it's coming out of their bodies physically, it's constructed of their souls. And they're slowly being wrenched out from the inside of them to encase their body in a shell. To keep them preserved for all time. To make up, as you know, the crystals were living. So, you connect to this, and it doesn't overwhelm you. You're able to stay in it. How much MP do you have left?
Today, not much, only 1. Is there a way of sacrificing
1?
sanity for this?
Well, here's where we're playing a fun game. So, however much MP you had, there's a certain cost. The other things have a lot of MP and some sanity. So,
Imagine that.
I know, right? So you connect to it. But you're just a mere mortal. But you do understand the basics of the ritual and are here to kind of go through it. All of these strands, these fibers, these crystals are getting woven through Ziggy, the astral being, who is kind of dispersed out into a thin layer of almost ozone throughout the room at this point to kind of tether them all to each other. All of the soon-to-be crystals. Let's see, let me do a count. I believe it's 32 Germans you have in this room. Because one got away and he's dead in the snow outside. So, you spend your last MP.
Yeah.
But because there was only 1 MP to spend, it was going to be, if you had 15 MP, D4 of sanity. You had 10 MP, D8 of sanity. 5 MP, a D12 of sanity. But with less than 5 MP, I'm going to need you to roll me a D20. See how much this ritual costs you.
Okay, here we go. 11.
11! Not bad. Last time I was asked to roll a d20 of sanity, I rolled a 19 or an 18, so yeah.
Not quite.
So 11. So you are drawn into this, and you feel some of your own mind. As much as you try to resist, the call is too strong. It's a little bit of your own mind, your own sanity gets woven into this crystal matrices that are beginning to form and to glow. Lena, you can see that Ash his eyes have rolled up into the back of his head, and he's floating a few inches off of the floor, connected by, you can see the faint tethers of starlight that connect him to these crystals that connect to the elder things as well. He doesn't seem to be in pain, but it is a bit unnerving to see.
Yeah, she's not going to interrupt because that would probably make things worse. You don't interrupt weird rituals or delicate procedures.
Yes,
but
so
she's keeping an eye on him.
this ritual takes an hour, and it took about 20 minutes to get it started. So an hour passes, and you see that these people, the Germans that you've put in here as a sacrifice, have followed these tendrils of starlight, of astral matter, and have formed an intricate matrices in the shape of a 5-pointed star. And at the very last bit of the ritual, the top of the crystal forms a point that bursts through the tent's roof. But this is when you realize it's quiet outside. The storm must have just stopped. And as it rips through, you all see inside the crystal bits and pieces as it's finally formed. The last bits of humanity that were in these people are making one last attempt to break free. They don't. They really don't. They got an 89 and the elder thing's got a 7. So, instead you see their lives kind of flashed in multiple surfaces and reflections of this crystal. Some are parents, some are brothers, some have children, some were farmers, some were just recruited here on a scientific expedition. Others have done horrible things in the previous World War. You see all of this, and I need the both of you to make me a sanity check.
Okay.
I think both of you succeed.
Yeah, we did.
Excellent. Alright, so you're only gonna lose half of this. So you only lose 2 points of sanity. Seeing this, and the weight of what you guys have done kind of starts to sink in.
Yeah.
Ash, you're back on the floor. You feel drained. You basically have like what the equivalent of exhaustion is, so all your checks until you rest are pretty much going to be at disadvantage.
That's fine.
Your astral projection friend, Ziggy, is no longer here. He was the glue that kind of held the crystal matrices together during the ritual. He was sacrificed as well. You do remember, Lena, that the South Pole was on one of the ley lines. And so you think that this crystal, it doesn't look easily moved. The elder things might move it in time, but you have a feeling it's gonna stay here for a while.
Yeah.
And as you guys kind of let all of the weight of the day's events kind of sink in, put up the tent flap, you look outside, you see a couple of the tents have blown over. You see a puddle where Dr. Johann was, and a slightly more formed puddle a few yards behind him, halfway out of the tent, which you can only assume is Hunter. And that, my friends, is where we end today's session of Call of Cthulhu.
Just you go cry now. I'm just,
Well, that was
So how
certainly
about
an
that
episode.
pub trip?
I told you guys there would be two things: cake and Nazis. You got both of them.
Yep.
We did.
Congratulations. But you guys have repaired crystal matrices, so the tower will not fall. You did successfully complete the ritual.
Save
So-
the future. Yay.
Whew. Congratulations, y'all. Let's go around. Let's say who we are, where we can find you, what your favorite moment of today's game was, and how the solo and YOLO strategy worked out for y'all. Let's start off with our unfortunately deceased Hunter Merrill. Immersion, how are you? I'm sorry.
Nope. That's I could think of a couple of better ways, but that worked. Yeah, as long as they got the mission
you
accomplished.
kept them off. They because I know Ash was pretty low on health too, so you kept them off.
Yeah, they got their mission accomplished. That's what mattered. So, yeah, I still never got to tell her though. Still never got to tell her. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Yeah, that was a good quality ending. I really enjoyed that. I am the guy formerly known as Hunter Merrill, the survivalist who didn't survive this one. Yeah, I'm Immersion across all the internets there. Everybody come and throw some love my way, on my Twitter, my Instagram, wherever you can find me here on Twitch, whatever. Just let me know if you guys enjoyed everything, and I can't wait for the next game that Lindy allows me to die under her regime in. That's really looking forward to that.
Yes, we will work in the next week to figure out your new character that you'll be putting in next week. So you can always take over an NPC, or there's plenty of explorers in Lexington's camping on the boat and stuff, because y'all are probably leaving Antarctica soon, I'd imagine. So, but anyways, that's for next week. We'll work to figure out who you'll be playing next. But in the meanwhile, we have someone who hasn't been with us for the past couple of weeks, and who's here today. How you doing, Jess?
Yep. So a lot happened. But you know what? The plan succeeded. That is ultimately what matters.
Plan A did
also-
actually work. I was very surprised.
A literal long shot, and I shot the guy square in the noggin. So I'll take it.
Yeah,
I am going to call that a
Applause all around
success.
for that.
You avenged your teammate.
You deserved it. I'm Little Cup of Joe. Little Cup of Joe on the interwebs, basically here on Twitch and on Twitter, and other places that I tend to forget about. So those are the main two you need to worry about if you want to follow me. I'm here. I do things on a lot of other TTRPG channels, so just watch my Twitter if you want to know what the heck I'm doing each week.
Yes. And what was your favorite part of today, Lena?
Oh man, all of the parts? It was very scary. The 6 minutes where I was taking a nice nap and all that shit was happening was very terrifying. It was actually really good to get screwed for a good minute. That was fun.
Yeah.
And dangerous.
Intense.
Mhm.
All right. And last but certainly not least, happy birthday, Hollowtail. How was that for you?
Cripplingly sad. I think I'm going to need a while to recover. My cake was great. Thanks to the cake, by the way. That was a really cool moment. Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm a Hollowtail. I'm in pain. And you can find me. You can find me online on YouTube at youtube.com/ahollowtail. Well, Hollowtail, no A on the front of it, where I'm close to 500 subscribers. I do tabletop role-playing game tip videos. I also do lore videos, world-building videos, and there's another one coming up this week, hopefully Friday, which is all about NPC creation. So that should be quite fun. You can also find me on here on Twitch at Hollowtail as well, where I run multiple games. There's a lot of campaigns starting up soon, and one this Saturday, which is a post-apocalyptic Victorian horror game, which should be very fun. And featuring two of the players here. So yeah, thank you very much. My favorite moment, there are far too many. I mean, the cake was awesome. That was really funny. Being able to kind of be a bit boisterous as well with Ash was really, really fun as usual. Having Lena return was awesome, and that shot was just perfect moment. And Hunter's death and that entire part was just heavy. But thanks for running, Lindy.
Thank you guys so much for playing and losing massive quantities of sanity and health today. It's gonna be fun explaining to Pro Restarter and Crumpler what happened this week. Next week. But yeah, I'm Lindy. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I play in and GM a lot of games. I've played a lot of Call of Cthulhu, and so it's interesting getting to DM it. It's like, oh man, this is gonna hurt, but I have to do it. I have to do it to him. But I promised there'd be cake, so there was cake. Also, the Elder things definitely have a card for you. It's maybe made with human flesh, but it'll take you some time to decipher it. But it'll be fun. It'll be really great. Okay. So, yeah, they have that for you. It's also kind of like a thank you for the help with the ritual card. But we'll get to that, next week. Yeah, lots of fun. You can check me out on Hollow's channel this weekend for the Victorian Post-Apocalyptic Oregon. On my channel, in about an hour, actually, I will be running some Ravenloft. So if y'all think enough battle and spooks today, come check that out, because there's going to be ghosts and mummies and desert and spooks on Ravenloft tonight. Also, on Friday on my channel, we're doing an Aliens Blade Runner mashup game. Friday evening, I believe 9 Eastern is when we're going to be starting. And then at 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning cartoons, Teenagers from Outer Space. And of course, check out the YouTube channel for Encounter Roleplay, so you can see all the previous episodes. We had a whole season of this last season. We're a little over halfway through our season this season with it, and we're going to be, I think we got 3 more episodes left, so stuff's getting exciting. We'll have to start tying up loose ends. We'll see, but thank you all so much for watching, for your support. Check all these wonderful people out, and we will see you next time. So try not to roll too many net ones, because, we want to be here laughing when you do. Bye, everybody.